the Clippers, he gets the dunk. Nuggets win, no time left on the clock. Game 1 against the Thunder, gets a three-pointer, 3 seconds left, Nuggets win. Game 3 against the Thunder, Gordon hits a three with 27 seconds left to send the thing into overtime. So if you're a sports fan and you're a Nuggets fan, you're already going to love him for that. But he has a rare ability, Bert, and see if you agree with me. In today's professional sports world, there's a handful of people that have somehow of an ability to connect to the common man. You know what I mean? They don't get in limos and they don't do all this other stuff. They just are like normal people, and I think that is the reason why so many people connect with him, is because a lot of people feel, hey, man, this is just like one of us out there, except for he has an unbelievable talent. So he's an easy guy to root for.
The Nuggets had 4 players score 20 or more, and oddly enough, Joker was the lowest scoring of the 4. And when he was talking to you in the postgame show and somebody handed him a stat sheet and he saw that 0 for 10 from 3, there's no way Joker shoots that poorly again today,
no,
right?
I mean, he shoots them at 45% from the floor. That's not going to happen. And Bert, you do kind of smile, and I understand the argument, but, man, we're getting spoiled. Okay, he didn't shoot it great. That is obvious. 8 of 25 is terrible. 0 of 10 from downtown is worse than that. Yet everybody's saying how bad he played, and he finishes with 20 points, 16 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals to go along with 8 turnovers. So, yeah, I guess in Joker world, that is a pretty bad basketball game. But even him at his worst is better than 75% of the people in this league.
Yeah, 20 and 16 on any night is great for
yeah, no kidding, right?
For anybody else. Why do you think that stat that – I gave that weird stat where the Nuggets all time in the NBA playoffs are 10-0. They are 10-0 when Aaron Gordon scores 22 or more points for them. What do you think that says? What does that mean? Just like when Joker and Jamal get help, they always win?
Yeah, I mean, Denver all time in their playoff history, Bert, and that was going to be one of the keys to the game here, is that Denver's 5-0. When they get 4 or more dudes to score 20 points, they are unbeatable, and those games are not even close. So, you just want to – we've been talking about it all year. You just want everybody to come along with Joker and Jamal. And now I think you can say you just need a couple more dudes to come along with Joker, Jamal, and Aaron Gordon. Gordon, you can make an argument. He's been your most consistent player from playoff game number 1 all the way until this afternoon's game here against the Thunder. So he's been playing at an extremely high level. I know he's banged up. Michael Porter Jr. finally snapped out of his funk in the last game. Hopefully he can keep that going. And now if we can find a way to get Christian Braun more involved on the offensive end, that would be huge. People think Christian Braun is playing bad. That is not the case at all. He is really bothering SGA on the defensive end. But you get greedy as a sports fan. You want him to do it on both ends of the floor. It hurts CB a little bit because I've never seen a team, Bert, with this Oklahoma City Thunder team. They are incredible. I think Adelman brought this up in the postgame show. Normally, you do one of two things. You crash the glass and you try and get an offensive rebound for a second chance points. Mm-hmm. That's some coaches go that way, or some coaches like Greg Popovich say, forget that. We're good enough on the offensive end. If we miss, let's not give up a cheap basket on the other end. So once the shot goes up, everybody get the hell back, right? Those are the two dynamics of what you want to do in a philosophy. The Oklahoma City Thunder are the only team that I've ever seen that do both at a high level. Not only do they crash the glass, we've seen that in the stats. Second chance points for them is out the roof, yet they're still one of the better transition defending team that of all the teams left in the NBA playoffs. It's an anomaly. Just their athleticism and their speed and their dedication to the defensive end, man. I understand why they won as many games as they did. It's hard to do both of those things well, and not only do they do them well, they do them at a high level.
If you're OKC, what kind of adjustments do you make for Game 4? Because you lose a close one, then you win a blowout, then you lose a close one. So how do you come into Game 4 tonight?
Yeah, what are they talking about, right? That's what I want to know. And I think a lot of that, Bert, is that kind of going back to what I said before, like if you just forced Joker into a really bad basketball game. Okay, he got hurt a little bit by Michael Porter Jr., but, the Nuggets weren't blowing they weren't blowing the tires off the thing. They weren't fantastic. They didn't play an A+ game, but they still lost. I honestly think that if I'm the Thunder, you did everything what you're supposed to do in that last game in order to win. Now, if that's not working, you might want to step on the glass. And what do the Thunder have that the Nuggets don't? They have young guys that can run, and their speed and athleticism. I honestly think that they feel that they really want to get off to a good start, increase that lead, and be a little bit more comfortable in the second half.
All right, let's check out the Johnson Auto Plaza keys to the game.
Well, that first one, Bert, that's a good one. Is if the Nuggets get if the Nuggets get 4 dudes that score 20 or more points, it's a big ask. Denver 5-0 all time in the playoffs when that happens. I just talked about the Thunder for a good start. Denver's got to get off to a good start. In Denver's 2 wins in this series, they have kept it close to the first 6 minutes. God forbid they actually have a lead through the first 6 minutes. But, just keep it within striking distance. Don't let the Thunder set the tone. And then the 2 big ones, and this is going to be true all the way to game number 7 if we get there, it's Denver's turnovers. They got to. This is what the Thunder do. They turn you over, but you got to try and somehow get a grips on that the best way you can. And then Denver winning the rebounding battle, Bert, is key. If they find a way to actually win those 2 categories, there's no chance in the world the Thunder can beat them.
All right, Kaz, as always.
You the man.
Good job. Tonight, keys to the game were powered by Johnson Auto Plaza, where you get selection, service, and incredible savings on Ram, Jeep, Chevy, Buick, and GMC, all at one location. Experience the power of the plaza at Johnson Auto Plaza. We will roll on with your pregame show. It's brought to you by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law. Medical doctor and attorney. Go to ramoslaw.com after a break on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show. Live from Ball Arena on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit ramoslaw.com.
Brett Kane.
Hey, Nuggets Nation. Happy Mother's Day. It's Brett Kane. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 4. And what we're looking at in this series after today, you can find out all about tomorrow morning at 6. We get into this game, talk about Game 5 on Tuesday, and it's right here on the home of the Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio, 92.5.
Hear the game today. React with us all day tomorrow. It begins at 6 in the morning with Brett Kane on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Consistently delivering context around Colorado's most important stories. With journalism built on accuracy and fairness. Alexandra Lewis, Kyle Clark, Kim Christensen. Experienced and working to earn your trust every weeknight. Plus, a reliable look ahead at the weather from 9 News Weather Impact Team Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin. End your day with the team on 9 News at 9 and 10.
Summer is approaching and it's time for a mountain getaway. Join us at Century Casino for our $175,000 Summer Escape giveaway. Win free play and finale entries every weekend. Win a Ford Escape Hybrid on July 6th. Weekend drawing entries earned with every 50 base points. Improve your odds by joining us Tuesday or Friday for multiplied entries no matter what you play. Take I-70 to exit 243 to the Central City Parkway. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Hey Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai, with Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
It matters who your lawyer is. At Berg Simpson, we truly care about the quality of work we do. That fair compensation is given, and that our clients are getting the best possible representation. We're proud of that, and it shows.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives. It's not just a slogan, it's who we are.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit RamosLaw.com.
Pre-game show sponsored by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law. Medical doctor and attorney, go to RamosLaw.com. Welcome back as we get you ready for Game 4. Nuggets and Thunder. Mark Bertinoli coming to you live from Section 260 here. Let's check out the scoreboard presented by Red Dot Casino, Blackhawks' oldest and friendliest casino. There is one other NBA playoff game today. Later tonight, the Pacers and Cavaliers will play Game 4 of that series. Indiana leads the series 2-1 after they won the first two there in Cleveland, and then the Cavs bounced back with a win last time out. Yesterday in the NBA, the Boston Celtics got their first win of their second-round series against the Knicks. The Celtics won in New York, 115-93. The Knicks still lead that series 2-1. And the Timberwolves and the Warriors played a close one in Golden State. And it would be Minnesota winning it 102-97 as Anthony Edwards went off in the second half of that game. And now Minnesota leads that best-of-7 series 2-1. The winner of the Timberwolves-Warriors series will take on the winner of the Nuggets-Thunder series in the Western Conference Finals. So that's what the NBA playoff bracket looks like right now, with the Pacers leading the Cavs 2-1, Knicks leading the Celtics 2-1, the Timberwolves leading the Warriors 2-1, and the Nuggets leading the Thunder 2-1. We will continue with your pregame show sponsored by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law. Medical doctor and attorney, go RamosLaw.com after a break on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network is brought to you by Central City.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wings, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2025 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or HR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Hey guys, this time of the year you can't help but think about your future. And what does yours look like? Tyler Plum's here for the electricians at International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Step up this year and go for it. Talk with the folks at IBEW about a future that includes a career, benefits, great wages, and a group of people around you that give you support, growth, and a solid future. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW Local 68. Start with the job, end with the career. Go to IBEW68.com for more information.
It's where your family gathers. It's where memories are made. And it's the best investment you can make in your home. Now is the perfect time to get the kitchen of your dreams. Hi, I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. Stop by one of our beautiful showrooms today where a friendly and knowledgeable associate will help you select your new Monogram Dream Kitchen. Come see how Monogram has redefined the world of luxury appliances. At Mountain High Appliance, we have what you want at the price you want.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey! Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
At 9 News, our Weather Impact team prioritizes alerting you early and often when disruptive weather comes to Colorado. We explain when severe weather will hit, how it will directly affect your life, and deliver information that keeps you prepared. When we experience any weather that impacts or inconveniences you, we'll issue a Weather Impact Day. Be prepared and stay connected during severe weather with your 9 News Weather Impact team.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit ramoslaw.com.
This broadcast of Nuggets basketball is brought to you by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible. Welcome back. It's the Nuggets and the Thunder today here at Ball Arena as they play Game 4 of this best-of-7 series. Let's check out the injury report. It's brought to you by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law, medical doctor and attorney. Visit ramoslaw.com. Well, the injury report is the same as it has been since Game 1 of this series. The only name on the Nuggets injury report is De'Ron Holmes. Obviously, Michael Porter Jr. is still dealing with that left shoulder injury, but that's what the injury report looks like right now. Scores around the World O Sports. In the NHL, we've got 2 playoff games today. The Jets and Stars meet in game number 3 of their series. That series is tied up at a game apiece. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are in Florida to play game 4 against the Panthers. Toronto leads that series 2-1. Yesterday, the Hurricanes beat the Capitals 4-0. They blanked them. And Carolina leads that series 2-1. And the Vegas Golden Knights scored a goal with 0.4 seconds to go in regulation as they beat the Oilers 4-3. I mean, the Oilers actually scored on themselves with 0.4 seconds to go, but Vegas gets credit for it, and Vegas gets their first win of the season after Edmonton won twice in Vegas. Now Vegas has won once in Edmonton, and the Oilers with the 2-1 lead in that one. Over in Major League Baseball, do you even want to know? Did you hear what happened to the Rockies yesterday? Because they're playing the Padres again this afternoon. Matter of fact, I think they're already underway. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, hey, look at that. The Rockies lead the Padres 3-1. And no matter what happens in this game, it has to be better than last night when the Rockies fell to the Padres 21-0. They're currently in the bottom of the first. Oh, man, the Rockies are scoring runs early, huh? So the Rockies already have 3 in the bottom of the first, and there's only 1 out. And the Rocks with that 3-1 advantage. It is a beautiful day at Coors Field here in Colorado on a beautiful Mother's Day here in the Mile High City. We'll keep you updated on what's going on in MLB as well. But right now, let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, we will hear from David Adelman. That is right around the corner on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show, live from Ball Arena on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit ramoslaw.com.
There's lots of reasons to make Central City your first stop when you're heading up the hill. Want to play craps? They'll make room for you at the table. Don't get sports betting? They'll teach you. Like steak? They'll cook it just right. That same bartender will be working every trip up and pour your shot of Tuaca as soon as you sit down. In Central City, guests come first. Get there in less than an hour. Take I-70 to exit 243 and the Central City Parkway. Your 4 lanes to fun.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. ramoslaw.com.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice, not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/2/25.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Nuggets. We've been giving away Nuggets tickets all season and all throughout the playoffs. And we're far from done, Nuggets Nation. We want to put you at Ball Arena Thursday for Game 6. Tune in all day tomorrow for the details on how to win. And here's a playoff ticket tip. Put 303-504-0925 on your speed dial so you'll be ready when it's time to text. Nuggets playoff tickets from the home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
This is Todd Frayton's heart. He's begun his wellness journey. This is its sound on a treadmill, at a slight incline, on a stroll through the forest. And this is the heart of Maria Sanchez, his physician. What's it doing here? A lot, actually, because when we partner with you, we don't just offer a strategic plan and status updates. We put our hearts into it, beat for beat. We call it the power of we, Intermountain Health.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Brought to you by Ramos Law. Visit ramoslaw.com.
Today's Nugget Game is brought to you by your local Colorado Buick GMC dealers. Welcome back. It's time right now to hear from David Adelman.
Coach, when going back and looking at the film for Game 3, was the most important thing that stood out about the way that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was disrupted and things that you can take to Game 4?
He missed shots that he can make, but I also think we, threw different looks at him. We'll have to throw different looks today. This game time is crazy. But no, it's, he's such a good player. It can't be one thing or two things. You have to try things on the fly. He's what he is for a reason, first team All-NBA. So we know his effort, his attention to detail will be different today. So ours has to be too, has to be heightened. We have to try things and not be afraid to throw things out of the maybe we haven't done so far.
David, what are your thoughts on how the few times you guys have used zone in the series have gone and what you guys need to be better at when executing that?
Yeah, I think it's gone okay. I mean, it's a good way to change up the pace of the game because they want to play so fast, make them move the ball a little bit. It takes us away from some of the small pick and roll stuff where, they're deciding what matchup they want. But it also leads to problems. It leads to guys open shots with ball movement. They tried different things last game, putting people in different spots. We'll have to react to that. If we have to change up our alignment of who is where, whether it's a matchup zone, a 2-3. If we have to try something different, we will. But he's a great coach. They're going to watch the tape and they're going to do their thing too. So we'll be ready to react to it.
David, Nicola's been wearing that shooting sleeve. How much has kind of the elbow stuff from earlier this season been lingering for him? And did you feel like that had anything to do with just some of the missed jump shots from the other night?
I have no idea, to be honest. That's, for him to answer or think about. I did not. I thought his three ball early looked really good, and he had a great extension to it, just rimmed out. Late, that could be the fact that he was on the court for so long with so much responsibility that it kind of came up short. He had some really good looks. I'll say it again. If he has 10 great looks, I hope he shoots 10 more. Very capable of making 6 or 7 today. So, I'll rely on – what's funny to me is this. If Steph Curry shot 2 for 13 from 3, would you guys be asking me any questions about the fact that he took 13 threes? Nikola shoots 45% from 3. So if he's open and he wants to shoot that thing, I hope he lets it fly. Oh, no, I just mean I just know the narrative and the rhetoric of all of it. It's like he had great looks, and when he's in the paint, 5 people are around him. His comfort level, I'm not sure that he's one of those guys that would never tell you one way or the other.
Coach, you mentioned before the last game, one of your priorities was making sure you screen better and scrape the defenders off. Particularly Jamal Murray.
For sure.
And him setting up those defenders. I'm wondering how you felt that went, and can you continue that today?
It went a lot better in the first 2 games, that's for sure. Again, we have to put him in different parts of the floor to make it easier for him to set up Lou, give us a chance to get a hit properly. And I thought our physicality was much better in the offensive end, especially as the game wore on. I thought it got better and better, as opposed to as the game wears on. You see guys, they're gassed, whatever. I didn't see that late. Whatever we ran for him, we got him free. I got him decent looks. Lou Dort, Kason Wallace, all these guys they put on him. I mean, these guys are hard to screen. They're great defenders. So it's a Jamal thing, but it's a team thing as well. It's on me to make sure that we start him in places where he can create angles for himself to get a tight catch, so it's not at the logo at half court. So it's a team effort to get him into spots where he's comfortable. And if we can do that, you're going to see games like 27 points, 8 assists, in a huge playoff game. So. Maul's so important to us. We have to help him out for him to be special.
David, how do you create urgency and desperation when you're up in a series?
Because we're playing the best team in the league. And every game there has to be urgency or you're going to get blown off the court like in game 2. We're aware of that. I don't look at this as, you look, it's a chance to go up 3-1. I look at it as game 4. This is going to be a really, really tough game. It's just one of these playoff games. So great opportunity for us. To get out and compete with them again. I think we're getting a feel for what it takes to stay in these games with them after what happened in the second game. And it takes a great effort. And if you want to be in it at halftime, you got to go from the start because we know what the energy they're going to bring, the speed they play with, the impact they play with. So we have to meet that and surpass it, give ourselves a chance to win.
David, with regards to guarding Shea, how concerned are you about what the referees will allow you to get away with, particularly when he initiates contact?
Yeah, it's kind of like, with Lou Dort when you screen him. You hope there's a give and take. If Shea is allowed to use his off arm, which he's very good at, you hope they'll allow us to at least have some impact with his body. It goes both ways. But that being said, the guy's so hard to guard regardless. I mean, I thought Christian did a great job late in that game of getting his hands up in a way, and showing the referees that his hands were not in there. Because he is a foul artist. He's an amazing player. And that's one of the big things. You can't let him and Jalen just stand at the free throw line the whole game. Or then now they're really controlling pace. After the free throws, they're picking you up defensively. They're controlling the flow of the game. So absolutely right. It's one of those things you have to react to how it feels that night because it's different when there's different people that are watching the game and reffing it. We know the challenge of that. It's something we talk about all the time. It's one of the main themes of the whole series is how can you be physical early and smart late, if that makes sense, when you guard a guy that good?
That was David. Off next, right here on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets Nation, it's time.
Let's go! Let's go!
Game on. Next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Say no more. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3, together.
Nuggets Nation.
Let's go!
Jerseys are on, laces are tied. The Nuggets are ready for tonight's game. Are you? Don't drop the ball. Choose aluminum for your favorite beverage. A sustainability slam dunk.
Alley-oop. Dunk! 2 hands!
Let's go all in for a sustainable future.
That's clean living right there.
All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Denver Nuggets. And we're wishing a happy Mother's Day to all the moms in Nuggets Nation. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 4 on the radio. And this week is going to be a busy one on Altitude Sports Radio. We're going to have a lot to say about this weekend's games. And as always, we know you're going to have a lot to say as well. So let's get into it. It all starts tomorrow at 6 in the morning with Brett Kane on the home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice, not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/2/25.
Every morning
morning, we look ahead to what's going to happen with your day.
Our team works relentlessly to make sure we are everywhere for you.
Looking ahead to any potential weather impact days.
Traffic updates and breaking news live from the scene to keep you updated.
We ask the questions you want asked, and we bring you stories you'll only find on 9 News.
Start with 9 News mornings every day, beginning at 4:30 a.m.
Hey, basketball fans, ready to score some cash back? Tip off your shopping trips with the Ibotta app and get cash back on groceries and more. Start with Ibotta to find offers at hundreds of your favorite retailers, from grocery and home improvement to sporting goods and apparel. Then shop as usual in-store or online. The average saver earns over $100 per year. Download the free app and start earning cash back today. Ibotta, cash back made easy. Ibotta is a proud sponsor of the Denver Nuggets.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
The Altitude Sports Radio Network welcomes you to Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. Friday, the Nuggets struck down the Thunder once again.
For the second time in this series, the Denver Nuggets take the lead.
Today, on Mother's Day, Mom would love some flowers. But ask any mom in the Rocky Mountain West. What she'd really love is to see Denver go out 3-1. Let's go Nuggets.
Right hand off the Jokic pick, back to Jokic on the pick and roll floater. Got it! That's what you call the two-man game in Denver.
It's the Nuggets and Thunder, Game 4, now. From Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado, here's the voice of the Nuggets, Jason Kosmiski.
Ball Arena crowd to its feet.
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Greetings, Nuggets fans, far and wide. Along with Mark Bertinoli up in the 260, I'm Jason Kosmiski coming to you live from Ball Arena, and this is Nuggets basketball. Starting 5 tonight for the Denver Nuggets: Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic, Christian Brown, and Jamal Murray. It'll be Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, Luguentz Dort, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the starting lineup here for the Thunder. Tonight's opening tip-off is brought to you by Central City. Take I-70 to exit 243 at the Central City Casino Parkway, your 4 lanes to fun. On the front end, I apologize for saying the word tonight about 1 million times instead of the word today, but it's just a habit, folks. I'll try and break it. Nuggets are in the darks tonight in the, see, right there. Nuggets are in the darks this afternoon, and the Oklahoma City Thunder are in the whites. The ever-crucial game number 3. This could be a monster swing with a Nuggets win. And then, of course, we're right back to even if the Oklahoma City Thunder win. It'll be Holmgren against Jokic at the midcourt circle. Tap is controlled by Jokic. Denver moves the basketball right to left, and we are underway. See if the Nuggets can get off to a better start here this afternoon than they have in the previous games in the series. Jokic has it at the mid-post, guarded by Hartenstein. He gets in the paint, throws out of it to Murray for 3. Jumper short, no good. Rebound comes down to Chet Holmgren. Outlet pass off over to Lou Dort. Thunder move it left to right. High left side is Holmgren. Throws in the corner. Jalen Williams 3. Jumper short. Rebound run down in the corner by Aaron Gordon. Both teams start the game 0 for 1. Cross-court outlet pass. Porter wide open 3. Air ball that goes out of bounds. Sheesh. And back the other way come the Thunder. Neither team scored yet here in the opening half minute or so. Lou Dort has it at the midcourt circle, guarded out there by Aaron Gordon. Throws it off on the high right side over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein, dribble handoff over to Jalen Williams. Back on top to Chet in a 3. Jumper rims out. Rebound swatted out by Hartenstein. Back over to SGA. His first touch on the offensive end. Post up against Christian Brown. Runner's no good. He tried to flop for a call, didn't get it. Rebound down to Murray. Outlet pass off over to Jokic. Neither team scored. Throws it on the wing over to Murray, guarded by Jalen Williams. Loses the basketball, and there's Denver's first turnover. Jalen quickly up the front court, cut off by Jokic. Peels off on the high left side. Crossover move, kick out Hartenstein. Top of the key now is SGA.
SGA through the window over to Hartenstein, dumps it off to Chet, leans in and dunks it home. Thunder lead 2-0 is the score here in the opening 90 seconds. And here comes the Denver Nuggets. Aaron Gordon has the basketball. Denver begins the game 0 for 2. Thunder 1 of 4. Top of the key is Gordon, throws it off over to Jokic. Jokic guarded by Hartenstein, hands it off over to Murray. Murray turns the corner, gets down the lane. Cross-court pass over to Gordon, step back three. Hit the front of the rim. Rebound pushed out by Christian Brown, saved by Murray. Murray is at the wing, guarded by Lou Dort. He wants a post up here. Fade away. That one's no good. My goodness. Denver 0 for 4. Back the other way comes SGA. Crowd still standing at Ball Arena. They don't sit down until the Nuggets score. Top of the key is Holmgren. Holmgren drives right past Jokic, gets in the paint, leans in, runner no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. And here comes Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it at the midcourt circle. Gordon throws it inside the arc over to Jokic. Jokic hands it off behind him over to Porter in a three. It was blocked. Loose ball comes down to SGA. SGA has it across the timeline. He's picked up there by Jamal Murray. He's down at the baseline. Nobody can score here. SGA. What's that? 3-second lane violation on Denver and Jokic. You don't see that one happen a lot. SGA to the free throw line for the Tech. And that one's good. And the Nuggets now down here 3-0 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Boy, what an offensive firehouse this is. Denver's 0 for 5 and the Thunder 1 for 5. Two teams combined 1 of 10. That's 10%, folks. I'll handle the math around here. Here's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He split the defenders. He gets down the lane, shoves Jokic out of the way. Dunk, not going to count. Foul first on Jokic. Let's take a look at the replay here. Wow. Such a bad call. Already, we're not even 3 minutes in. Well, at least they're not going to give him free throws. At least the crew chief overruled referee number 2. It's okay, just call it the same way. Inbound goes over to Lou Dort, high left side over to SGA. SGA gets an illegal pick by Hartenstein. Throws out of it, three-pointer on the way, Dort. That one hit the back of the rim and no good. Rebound comes down to Jokic. Outlet pass off over to Porter. Porter back on top over to Jokic at the point. Jokic goes to the left hand, throws back behind him over to Porter. Porter attacks the paint, goes up for a dunk and got fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line. Attaboy, Mike. Get aggressive. 2 free throws coming up here for Michael Porter Jr. Well, Denver in the Jokic era, when up 2-1 in a playoff series, are 3-0. Free throw number 1 for Mike is on the way, and Denver's finally on the board. Took a little bit more than 3 minutes. Denver is 6-4 in this year's playoffs overall. They're 3-1 after a loss, and 2-0 after a loss by double digits in this postseason. Second free throw by Mike won't go. Rebound comes down to the Thunder. Nuggets are down 3-1 here. Alexander stops at the nail. Fadeaway 10-footer. That one's good. 5-1. Thunder's big lead of the afternoon. It's a 4-point spread. Jamal Murray has it across the timeline on Dort. Dort trying to front the pass into Gordon. Gordon picks it up behind the three-point line. Now on top to Jokic. Nuggets offense got to get going here. Jokic goes to the left hand, drives in, Euro step, blocked by Hartenstein. That was a slow developing play by Denver. Back the other way comes Jalen Williams. Kick out 3, Dort. That one's no good. Rebound down to Jokic. Nuggets got to score here, people. It's going to be a long afternoon. Here comes Jokic, lobs it in the paint to Christian. Dunk, 2 hands. There you go. 5-3. Denver's first field goal of the afternoon. Took about 4 minutes to get there. Alexander has it on the high right side. Stutter step and a drive, hands it off to Hartenstein. Floater's on the way, no good. Rebound Jokic. Quick outlet pass Gordon. He's got Jalen Williams in front of him. Takes him right to the rack, gets tied up, and that'll be a jump ball between those two. That'll be Gordon and Jalen Williams. And here we go. Takes a long time to get grown men standing in a circle in the NBA. 18 on the shot clock if the Nuggets win it. Tap controlled by Jalen Williams. Off over to Chet Holmgren. Holmgren gets the outlet pass off over to Alexander. SGA has it up the left sideline. He brings it back out over to the point. He's inside the arc. Jumper from the wing. That one's good. Nothing but net. 7-3. We're coming up on that all-important 6-minute mark. If the Nuggets are somewhat close, God forbid they actually have the lead, they have been much better in this series in the opening 6 minutes. Christian Brown loses the basketball. Second turnover of the night for Denver, or the day. Alexander loses it, and that ball's on the ground. Falling on it is Hartenstein. Throws it off over to SGA. Williams, kick out three, Dort. Missed everything. He hit Chet Holmgren in the shoulder when he was underneath the rim. Shot clock did not reset. Williams three. That one rims out. Rebound comes down to Jokic. Jokic beats two defenders up the floor. Jokic is going to go right to the rim. Throws it out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Hartenstein. And there's our first time out of the quarter. We got a doozy. It's 7-3. I haven't done a baseball game in a while as we move to the bottom of the third inning. We'll take a timeout on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets fans, gear up at Altitude Authentics in Ball Arena Monday through Saturday, noon to 5, or online at altitudeauthentics.com for the best variety of Nuggets jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more.
Yes, he's looking confident tonight.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Next time you want to drive up the hill to play at the casinos in Central City, don't crawl up that old twisty canyon stuck behind slow buses and gravel trucks. Do what I do. Take I-70 to the Central City Casino Parkway. It's a quick, easy, scenic drive, and best of all, it's a modern 4-lane highway. Central City offers everything you need: hotels, dining, bars open 24/7, and live casino action day or night. So remember, don't take old twisty, cruise I-70 to the Parkway and take the 4 lanes to fun.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice: not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/2/25.
Nuggets Nation. 2025-26 season ticket memberships are available now. Benefits include playoff priority and exclusive events. Don't miss out. Join today.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Nuggets. We've been giving away Nuggets tickets all season and all throughout the playoffs. And we're far from done, Nuggets Nation. We want to put you at Ball Arena Thursday for Game 6. Tune in all day tomorrow for the details on how to win. And here's a playoff ticket tip. Put 303-504-0925 on your speed dial so you'll be ready when it's time to text. Nuggets playoff tickets from the home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets are down 7-3 early. First time tonight. Let's bring in Vic Lombardi downstairs.
Cause I think this chaotic pace right now favors the Nuggets. It's a football game out here, which is fitting because Broncos coach Sean Payton and GM George Payton seated right next to the Nuggets bench.
All right, Vic, thank you very much. Inbound goes over to Nikola Jokic. Jokic has it inside the arc. Hands off behind him over to Murray. Murray goes to the left hand, drives past Williams. He's at the dotted line. Nobody to throw it to here. Loses the basketball, not fighting the clock. Tough two, missed it, but got fouled somehow. Boy, broken play, worked out well for Denver. This will put Jamal Murray to the free throw line, and he'll get a couple of them. Hey, Nuggets fans, don't forget if one of your Nuggets gets a double-double today, tomorrow at Wendy's you get a free 6-piece nugget, crispy or spicy with any purchase. 100% white meat chicken, breaded to crispy perfection. Valid tomorrow, only one per person at participating Denver, Front Range, and Colorado Springs Wendy's restaurants. Free throw number 1 is up and in for Jamal Murray, and he'll have one more. Nuggets 1 of 7 to begin this basketball game, and a alarming, I don't know if I use the word alarming, but a trend in this series is that the Thunder always get way more shots than the Denver Nuggets do, and that's already starting to happen. The Thunder have 12 shot attempts. Denver was 7. Second free throw good. Caruso has it in the corner, throws it on top over to Williams. Left side over to Lou Dort. Dort drives through the lane, throws back behind him, over to Andrew Wiggins. Floater in the paint. That one's short and no good. Rebound comes down to Jokic. Outlet pass off over to Jamal Murray. Murray has it up the right sideline. Guarded by Jalen Williams. He split the defenders with the dribble. He's at the nail. Throws it in the corner. Porter 3. That's off the mark and no good. Rebound Christian Brown. Brown is in the opposite corner now. 10 on the shot clock. Gets a pick from Jokic. He'll take a 3. Off the back of the rim and no good. Rebound Gordon. Porter another 3. That one's no good. And Denver begins the basketball game 0 of 7 from downtown. Jalen Williams has it on the high left side. What a weird personality this basketball game here in game number 4. Turnover, Jalen Williams. Jokic swiped it away. Outlet pass off over to Jokic. We're over halfway home in the first quarter. Denver down by 2. That's a foul on Caruso. Wouldn't let Murray cut to the wing. That'll be Denver basketball on the side. And here we go. Westbrook looks in. That's a foul on the inbound whistle against Gordon. He was holding Lou Dort. And here we go. Hartenstein throws it in over to Andrew Wiggins. And here come the Thunder up by 2. Wiggins has it up the right sideline. Top of the key over to Lou Dort. Left side down Caruso. Caruso back on the right side to Dort for 3. Jumper short, no good. Rebound comes down to Denver. Both teams 0 of 7 from downtown. High right side is Aaron Gordon. Take the ball to the hole. Gordon has it on the elbow. Throws out of it on top to Murray. Murray, long stride in the paint, up and under. Left-handed layup is good, and we're tied up at 7 points apiece. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Williams right side over to Lou Dort. He'll take a 3. That one's good. That's the first 3-pointer of the basketball game. 1 of 14 combined are the two teams. Denver down by 3. Murray has it left side of the midcourt circle. Peyton Watson is up and off the bench here for Denver. Murray turns the corner, kick out 3 in the corner, Westbrook. That one's no good. Denver 0 for 8. Rebound down to Williams. Front court over to Caruso. Gets down the lane, up and under layup, good. 12-7. It's a 5-0 run here by the Thunder. And here comes Jokic up the right sideline. Jokic throws it down low over to Westbrook. Head fake, layup won't go, tip won't go. Got his own rebound. Does he want to go back up? Looks like he puts it on the floor in the paint. Dotted line jumper, that one's no good. Rebound tipped, grabbed by Jalen Williams. Williams streaking up the floor against Denver. Cut off by Murray. Throws it on top, and a 3-pointer Wiggins. That one's off the back of the rim and no good. Rebound comes down to Gordon. Gordon has it up the left sideline. Christian Brown going to come right back in for Denver. Gordon, crossover move. He's got it out there by Lou Dort. He gets a pick from a foul there. That's going to be on Dort. Same ref, that was the same foul that Jokic got committed, that Jokic got whistled on the other end. So at least the same referee actually called it on both ends. That's all we ask. Boy, what a weird game. I should say, what a weird first quarter. Substitutions are all over the place here for both teams now. SGA going to come back in. Chet Holmgren going to come back in. Now it's a lineup of Jokic, Christian Brown, Murray, Peyton Watson, and Russell Westbrook. Inbound goes over to Brown. Top of the key over to Westbrook. 10 on the shot clock. Westbrook gets a pick from Jokic. He'll take a three. Air ball that goes out of bounds. I mean, there was a full moon last night. This is insanity. Denver's, let me look at this. Inbound goes over to Case and Walls. 2 of 16 is Denver. 5 of 17 are the Thunder. High right side is Wiggins. I think Vic called it a football game. He might be right. High left side is Alexander. He goes to the baseline. Throws out of it over to Holmgren. Top of the key is Wiggins. Split the defenders. Traveled. Starting his drive. Inbound length of the floor over to Christian Brown from Jokic. Back over to Joker. Jokic has it behind the three-point line. He's only taken one shot. Guarded by Caruso. Throws out of it over to Murray. Is either team going to get to 20 in this first quarter? Jokic gives him a pick. Caruso fouling Jokic left and right, by the way. He's just mugging him. Off to Jokic. Little floater. That one's no good. Rebound. Fought for. And it comes down to Wallace. Throws out of it to Wiggins for three. Short and no good. Rebound comes down to Westbrook. Outlet pass off over to Murray. Throws it on top over to Jokic, guarded by Holmgren. Somebody look up the lowest quarter scoring in NBA history. Three-pointer Watson. That's another air ball. Denver's third on three-pointers in the first quarter. Back the other way comes SGA. He has it between the rings, guarded by Jamal Murray. Whips it in the corner over to Wallace. Wallace, the paint down low to Holmgren. Holmgren on the elbow with 9 on the clock. Charges against Jokic again. Fadeaway jump shot. That one misses. Rebound down 2. Case and Wallace put it up and in. Denver couldn't get the rebound. Nuggets are down 14-7. High right side is Jokic. Jokic guarded by Holmgren. Hands it off behind him over to Murray. Murray goes to the right hand. Jump pass behind him, Christian. Corner 3, Westbrook. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Holmgren. Nuggets 0 of 11 from downtown. Back the other way is Holmgren. Runs right into a player. They're going to bail him out with a whistle and a foul called on Peyton Watson. Timeout on the floor. 1:57 left to go in the first quarter. Denver down 14-7 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Coach Mike Sanford.
Hey, Nuggets Nation. Happy Mother's Day. It's Coach Mike Sanford from the Morning Sprint, 10 a.m. to noon. Shout out to all these lovely moms. And will the Nuggets be getting their flowers after Game 4? Tomorrow morning at 10, Raj and I will get into it and talk about Game 5 as well, coming up on Tuesday, right here on the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game today. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Denver, that feeling, the energy, the excitement, the hard work, and the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger. Mile High Playoffs are back.
Hey, Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai, with Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Find your new getaway today. Get in the winner's zone at Century Casino and Hotel in Central City. New members can score up to $100 in free play automatically on their first day. Plus, eat free with $20 in food value. Just earn point targets on your free winner's zone card while you play to get your rewards. Get your first $5 at just 10 points. New members only. Must be age 21 or over with valid ID. Get away today to Century Casino and Hotel. Take I-70 to exit 243 to the Central City Parkway. Welcome to the winner's zone. If you believe you have a gambling problem, please call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wing, the thighs. Get the perfect portion. For feeding the whole team at home. Perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets are down 14-7. Vic Lombardi is sidelined and was in that timeout huddle.
2 of 19, not the most ideal shooting start for the Nuggets, but they're in the bonus right now, so any fouls, they go to the foul line. Look for Russell Westbrook to post up a little bit in the next couple possessions, try to get a couple buckets down low.
All right, thank you, Vic. By the way, the lowest scoring quarter in NBA history, 2015 between the Knicks and the Magic, it was 8-7, so we've blown past that. There's almost a turnover by Wiggins, throws it off to Wallace, alley-oop blocked by Jokic, who has the ball. Outlet pass off over to Julian Strawther, getting some run here in the first quarter. Nuggets obviously looking for some sort of offense. Westbrook has it at the midcourt circle, left side over to Christian Brown. Christian Brown goes to the right hand, he gets Jokic off the pick, right side over to Russell Westbrook, corner three Watson. Short again, and Denver begins the basketball game 0 of 12 from downtown. SGA has it at the midcourt circle. He goes to the right hand, goes to the left hand, gets the paint. Little floater won't go. Rebound tipped in the air. Grabbed by SGA, put it back up, missed that. Rebound Jokic, foul on Denver. Julian Strawther. Trying to look at the replay here. I guess that's a foul. SGA to the free throw line. He'll get a couple of them. While we have a moment, 10 seconds for legal ID on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network is brought to you by Ball Corporation. All in for the Nuggets. Aluminum, all in. Second free throw is up and in, and the Nuggets are down by 9, 16-7. Up the right sideline is Westbrook. Westbrook gets a pick from Jokic, top of the key to Strawther. Strawther back over to Russ, lobs it on the wing over to Jokic. Ball deflected, and a turnover by Denver again. Loose ball down to Holmgren. Holmgren up the left sideline. Stopped there by Christian Brown. Throws back behind him over to Jalen Williams. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. And there's a steal by Jokic. He's got one man to beat. He's got no support. Now he does. Christian Brown leans in, layup, missed it but got fouled. And 2 free throws coming up here for Christian Brown. And 2 free throws coming up here for Christian Brown. Well, so far in this playoff season for Denver, there's been 6 games decided by fewer than 10 points. Free throw number 1 by CB is no good. Those are the games that could have gone either way. Nuggets are 4-2 in. And actually, that's really been the difference in this year's playoff run, has been the clutch experience of the Denver Nuggets. Second free throw coming up here for Christian Brown. Game number 1, he was 9 of 19. Game number 2, 7 of 14. Game number 3, 8 of 26. But his defense on SGA has been really, really good. Second free throw for Christian. That one goes up and in. Nuggets are down the Ocho at 16-8, and now the Thunder can go 2 for 1. At the midcourt circle is Alexander. He throws it on the right side over to Joe for 3. That one misses off the back of the rim. Rebound comes down to Jokic again. That's Joker's 6th board of the first quarter. Westbrook jump pass behind him over to Watson. Watson hands it off back behind him over to Russ. Russ right side is Jokic now. Jokic gets double teamed in the corner. Christian 3. Got to go in. Got to make those. Misses that one. Nuggets are 0 for 13 from downtown. Shot clock's turned off. Alexander has it at the midcourt circle. He goes to the right hand and he gets fouled by Peyton Watson. Just runs right into it. The old SGA flop. Jamal Murray going to come in for offense over the last 4 seconds. And here comes Alex Caruso. Michael Porter Jr. going to come in. Free throw number 1 is on the way. That one is no good. What a crazy first quarter. Let me put it in perspective for you. Nuggets are 2 of 21 shooting. They are 0 of 13. Denver's shooting 9% from the floor. They're 0 of 13 from downtown, yet they're only down by 8. Denver's not going to get to, well, maybe. They're more than likely not going to get to 10 points in the first quarter. Right now, on pace to score 32 total points in the game. Second free throw for SGA. That one's up and in. Nuggets are down 17-8. Inbound down to Jokic. 2 seconds left from half court. Jumper misses at the horn. Well, we got a lot of things to fix around here. We'll see how much can get done in the Nuggets timeout huddle. Second quarter is up next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network is brought to you by Central City.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Wendy's has this new Cajun Crunch chicken sandwich. And to be honest, I'm kind of crushing hard on this Sammy. It's packed with bold Cajun flavors and topped with crispy onions for a satisfying crunch. All on Wendy's iconic spicy chicken sandwich. It's honestly kind of my dream sandwich. I hope it likes me back. For a sandwich you'll love, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.99% APR on a 2025 Ridgeline or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Pilot, 2026 Passport, or 2025 CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Today at Berg Simpson, we'll get a call from someone who needs our help. We'll learn about their loved one's injuries. We'll listen to their concerns, and we'll promise to fight for them. Then we'll use our resources and experience to deliver the best possible results we can for that client. So today, when that client calls Berg Simpson, we hope they feel they've done the best thing for their family.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Denver Nuggets. And we're wishing a happy Mother's Day to all the moms in Nuggets Nation. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 4 on the radio. And this week is going to be a busy one on Altitude Sports Radio. We're going to have a lot to say about this weekend's games. And as always, we know you're going to have a lot to say as well. So let's get into it. It all starts tomorrow at 6 in the morning with Brett Kane on the home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
When friends and family come to visit, do what I do and take the short drive up the hill to Central City. It's only 30 minutes from the west side of town via I-70 and the Central City Casino Parkway. Central City offers everything your fun-seeking group desires. Hotels, dining, bars open 24/7, a craft brewery, and live casino action day or night. Central City isn't the big box, corporate-owned casino experience. It's Colorado-owned and operated, rich in history. Bring your friends and family, cruise I-70 to the Parkway, and take the 4 lanes to fun.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wings, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Ibotta's a proud local sponsor of the Denver Nuggets. Download the free app using code Nuggets to start earning cash back on groceries and more today. Ibotta cash back every time you shop. In the playoffs, Oklahoma City, when they lead after one, are 4-2 overall, 1-1 on the road. Denver, when behind, are 4-2 overall and 3-0 at home. Runner to begin the second quarter is up and in for the Thunder. They have a double-digit lead, 19-8. Denver has their lowest scoring quarter in franchise playoff history with those 8 points on the board right now. Murray has it at the point. He goes to the right hand, shoves Wallace out of the way, up and under floater. No good again. Rebound tapped around. Denver cannot buy a shot. Rebound comes down to the Thunder. Wallace finds a backdoor cut, Joe, and it's going to be a foul on Westbrook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up here for Isaiah Joe. Crowd doesn't like the replay. 2 free throws here for Isaiah. Game 3 in Denver, he scored 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting. Free throw for him is off the back of the rim and no good. That's his first miss this postseason. With that miss, he's 2 of 3. I'm sorry, in this series. Second free throw for him. That one is on the way, and that one is up and in. And now what? Clock issue, I would assume. Inadvertent horn. How does that even happen? Gordon gets the inbound off over to Russell Westbrook. Nuggets are down here 20-8. Up the left sideline is Westbrook. They're looking for Murray off of a curl. He got bumped and back by Case and Wallace. That'll be a foul on him. Denver basketball on the side. These are non-Jokic minutes here for Denver. Not that the Jokic minutes mattered much in the first quarter. Brown looks in, throws it off over to Westbrook. Westbrook has it on the high left side. Gets a pick from Gordon. He's at the mid-post, guarded by Hartenstein. He goes baseline on Hartenstein, through the lane, throws it away. Turnover again for Russ. Outlet pass off over to SGA. Alexander, cross court to Caruso, gets down the lane on Christian. Layup won't go. Late whistle, foul called on Denver. Christian Brown. And that'll put Caruso to the free throw line. Caruso, game 1, he had 20 points and made 5 3-pointers. Games 2 and 3 combined, he has 9 points on 2 made 3-pointers. Free throw number 1 for Caruso is on the way. That one is up and in. There are 6 guards still in this postseason defending at least 9 shot attempts against and holding the opposition to lower than 40% when they guard them. Thunder have 2 of those 6 guards in Caruso and Case and Wallace. Second free throw here for Alex. Lane violation. Not going to count. That'll be on Hartenstein, and Denver basketball coming back the other way. Denver basketball on the side. Christian Brown on the inbound over to Jamal Murray. Nuggets have made 2 shots and 23 attempts. Yet to make a 3. Murray turns it over. Loose ball comes down to Case and Wallace. Alex down low, dunk, Hartenstein. Nuggets got to get it together, man. Somebody's got to do something around here. This thing's going to slip away. Denver's down by 15. Denver cannot score. Got to lock it in. Here comes Murray inside the arc. In the corner, he throws it off over to Christian Brown. Brown guarded by Joe, back over to Jamal Murray. Murray jabs once at Wallace, now goes to the left hand. Throws out of it, Christian 3. Rims out, rebound down to Hartenstein. Nuggets are 0 of 15 from downtown. Alexander in the paint, head fake, kick out 3, Joe. That one out the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Wallace, kick out 3, Alexander. That one no good, rebound comes down to Michael Porter Jr. Outlet pass off over to Westbrook, throws it off over to Christian, gets fouled on his way to the rim by Caruso. What's a good thing that the Thunder are playing lights out. They could have one of those 40-point leads right now. It's not like they're playing gangbusters. They're only 30% shooters from the floor and 1 of 13 from downtown. Yet they're on a 16-1 run on Denver. And here we go. Christian Braun free throw number 1 is on the way. That one is up and in. The crowd's been quiet, but they haven't had anything to cheer for. Second free throw here for Christian Braun. Wow. That one's up and in. Denver has missed 13 shots in a row from the floor. Here comes SGA. They're down by 13. Ball picked off and stolen by Christian Braun. He's got Alexander to beat, leans in, got fouled. That could be a flagrant. That was not a basketball play by SGA. All he did was bend down and try and undercut Christian Braun. And I don't even think they're going to look at it, and maybe I saw something different. I don't know, man. I would at least look at that. But nobody from the coaching staff or the players are on the same page with me, so I must be wrong. Christian Braun doesn't seem to mind. He's right back at the free throw line. Free throw number 1 for him is on the way. That one is good. I don't know. Second free throw for CB. Maybe it looked worse in live action than what it actually was. Second free throw is on the way. That one's good. Nuggets within 11, 23-12. And here comes Isaiah Joe. Joe has it up the right sideline, guarded by Christian Braun. Top of the key over to Wallace. Bounce pass inside the nail. Over to Alexander. Back to Wallace. Wallace at the free throw line. Jumper won't go. Tipped by Hartenstein is up and in. Inbound goes over to Jamal Murray. Murray has it at the midcourt circle, guarded by Alex Caruso. He gets a high pick there from Aaron Gordon. Another pick from Gordon. Murray through the window to AG, 10-footer. Yes, finally. Denver's 3rd bucket of the basketball game. That stops a streak of missing 13 in a row. Denver's within 11. SGA down to the baseline. Jump shot misses. That's a foul on Hartenstein. Just a shove in the back of Aaron Gordon. Denver basketball on the side. We've played 3 seconds. Sometimes 3 seconds. We played 3 minutes. Sometimes it just takes one shot to go in. And here comes Jamal Murray. Murray has it. He goes to the left hand. Drives right past Joe. Gets in the lane. Got fouled by Cason Wallace. And he'll go to the free throw line. What's Nuggets' playoff record for most free throws in a game? This will be their 12th free throw coming up. Jokic is up and off the bench here for Denver. Daignault is a matchup coach, so as soon as David Adelman makes a move, then Coach Daignault will make a move. And here they come. Here comes Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Jalen Williams, the backup. Strother back on the floor here for Denver. Second free throw. First free throw's up and in. One more free throw here for Jamal. This to make it a single-digit lead. We missed it. 25-15. SGA has it up the left sideline, guarded out there by Jamal Murray. Driving a dish right side to Holmgren for 3. That one misses. Rebound comes down to Michael Porter Jr. Thunder 1 of 14 from downtown. Jokic has it at the point. He's inside the arc, hands it off behind him to Jamal Murray, turns the corner, jumper, no good again. Rebound comes down to Holmgren. This craziest thing I've seen in a minute. Back the other way comes SGA. He's at the elbow, dips his shoulder on Porter, shoots over him. That one's up and in. 27-15, Denver's down by 12. Try something new, right? Post up, curl, horns up action. Inside the arc is Jokic. Jokic has it, throws it off in the paint over to Christian Braun. Foul on SGA going over the back of Christian Braun, trying to poke that one away. That's 2 on him. Cason Wallace going to come right back in if they let him. That's free throws now for Denver. And that's pretty big, folks. Don't look past that. 8 minutes and 2 seconds, and Denver shooting free throws the rest of the way. That's an eternity in the NBA. So now what happens then is now you have the Thunder less aggressive on the defensive end, and then hopefully that'll open some things up for the Denver offense. CB had game 3 had 8 points, 3 of 8 shooting, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Postseason career high tying blocks got SGA in the first, Jalen Williams in the fourth. Threes this series, 1 for 4, 1 for 4, 2 for 6. He's now 18 of 67 in the postseason. That's 27%, not even close to what he did in the regular season. Second free throw is good. 27-17. Nuggets are down by 10. High left side is Jalen Williams, a starter. Throws it on the right side over to Joe for 3. That one misses off the front of the rim. Rebound fought for. Grabbed by Wallace. His pass deflected by Jokic and stolen by Christian Brown. Second time Joker's done that. Brown has it on the high right side. Top of the key over to Jokic. Guarded by Jalen Williams, the backup. He puts it on the floor. Gets him down to the mid-post. Throws out of it to Christian. Head fake on the 3. Jokic will take it. That one's no good. Denver 0 of 16. Thunder 1 of 15. High right side is Jalen Williams. Williams at the point. He goes to the left hand, gets in on Porter, throws out of it. Case and Wallace catch and go. Right side over to Holmgren. Now in the corner, Jalen Williams, the backup. Guarded by Jokic. He goes to the left hand, throws out of it over to Holmgren. Holmgren, that's a travel. Switch to pivot feet. Denver basketball coming back the other way. Boy, if either one of these teams puts it together offensively, in a hurry, you're up by 20 if the other team keeps playing the same way. High right side is Jokic, hands it off over to Murray. Murray gets to the rim, loses the basketball on the dribble, turns it over again. Loose ball comes down to Isaiah Joe. Westbrook going to come back in. Case and Wallace in the paint to Holmgren. Holmgren has it. He goes to the left hand on Jokic, dips his shoulder, throws a backdoor cut over to Joe. Joe dribbles through the lane. He's guarded by Porter. He attacks the paint again. Throws at baseline. Holmgren jumper. Good. Tough bucket there. 13-point lead for the Thunder. We have a timeout coming next whistle. Somebody should tell that to Westbrook so he can go back to the bench. At the midcourt circle is Jamal Murray. Murray goes to the left hand. He's inside the arc. Throws it to Jokic in the paint. Floater. Good. Boy, now whenever the Nuggets score a bucket, I'm just so pleasantly surprised. 29-19, Denver down by 10. Crossover move, Williams poked away, and a foul call by Strother. That looked like a guess to me. There's our timeout on the floor. It'll be Thunder basketball when we come back in a moment on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets fans, gear up at Altitude Authentics in Ball Arena Monday through Saturday, noon to 5, or online at altitudeauthentics.com for the best variety of Nuggets jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more.
Yes, he's looking confident tonight.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Nuggets. We've been giving away Nuggets tickets all season and all throughout the playoffs. And we're far from done, Nuggets Nation. We want to put you at Ball Arena Thursday for Game 6. Tune in all day tomorrow for the details on how to win. And here's a playoff ticket tip. Put 303-504-0925 on your speed dial so you'll be ready when it's time to text. Nuggets playoff tickets from the home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Wendy's has this new Cajun Crunch chicken sandwich. And to be honest, I'm kind of crushing hard on this Sammy. It's packed with bold Cajun flavors and topped with crispy onions for a satisfying crunch. All on Wendy's iconic spicy chicken sandwich. It's honestly kind of my dream sandwich. I hope it likes me back. For a sandwich you'll love, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location.
This joyful sound is the No More Chemo bell at Intermountain Health St. George Hospital. And it means that Sarah Parker beat cancer. It also means her doctor spotted it early enough to treat, and that her oncologist helped her fight it every step of the way. It means that her nurse helped her keep track of medicines, and that a case manager made the whole experience just a little bit easier. Every time we hear that bell, it reminds us that all things are possible when we work together. It reminds us of the power of we. Intermountain Health.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Nuggets Nation. 2025-26 season ticket memberships are available now. Benefits include playoff priority and exclusive events. Don't miss out. Join today.
Hey, Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai, with Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets still with just 19 points in the basketball game, almost halfway home in the second quarter. Downstairs we go to Vic Lombardi.
Not much a coach could tell his players to make more shots. I mean, they're 4 of 28, but on the defensive end, David Adelman loves what the Nuggets are doing. He's calling it textbook defense. Keep that up. The shots will come around.
Boy, you got to believe that here. It'll be Thunder basketball on the side. Cason Wallace looks in. Yeah, that's all this team needs is another Williams. Inbound to Jalen Williams, especially if their name's Jalen. He throws it on the right side to Jalen Williams, the backup. Back to the backup, three-pointer Jalen Williams. That one misses. Rebound comes down to Michael Porter Jr. Outlet pass off over to Jokic. Jokic has it up the right sideline. We're over halfway home in the second quarter. Westbrook has it at the midcourt circle. Jokic has some space on the wing. He's guarded by Jalen Williams, the backup. Got fouled, missed the jump shot, and he'll go to the free throw line. 2 free throws coming up here for Jokic. He's struggling again shooting the basketball. Well, so is everybody. We can go right on down the line. Porter's 0 for 4. Gordon's 1 for 2. Jokic 1 for 5. Christian 1 for 4. Murray 1 for 5. Westbrook 0 for 6. Denver is a team 4 of 28, 14% shooters from the floor. They're 0 of 16 from downtown. The Thunder, 32% shooters, and they are 1 of 16 from downtown. Second free throw for Jokic. That one's good. He got them both, and the Nuggets are down by 8, 29-21. Inbound goes to Isaiah Joe. Joe has it at the logo on the high right side. Throws it on top over to Jalen Williams, the backup. Hands it out behind him to Joe. Joe's inside the arc. He gets to the mid-post. Jump shot blocked by Christian. Joe got the loose ball back. Throws it off to Jalen Williams, a starter. He goes to the left hand. He loses it. Got it back. Puts up a jumper. That one misses. Rebound Jalen Williams, the backup, and that's a foul on him. Shoves Jokic out of the way, and that's kind of a low IQ basketball play because that'll put Jokic right back at the free throw line. Take a look at the replay here. And you just got to be smarter than that. You just can't. That's a bad play. And Jokic all the way on the other end right now, back to the free throw line. First one's on the way. That one's good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going to come out, and Isaiah Joe will come out. Second free throw for Jokic. And that one's good. Nuggets somehow are within 6 points here. I don't know how. Maybe it's that textbook defense that Vic was talking about. Nuggets are on a 15-6 run. High right side is Jalen Williams, a starter. He gets a pick, gets in the paint, dipped his shoulder, stripped out of his hands, and a steal, but a foul first on Russell Westbrook. So you kind of don't. You want to be careful with the fouls. You don't want to return getting them into the bonus. That's why that was a suspect gamble there by Westbrook, because now the Nuggets have 4 in the quarter. Inbound goes to the backup. He throws it off over to the starter. Williams has it, stutter step and a drive with the left hand. His shot almost blocked. Jalen Williams, the backup, has it from 12 feet. That one's good. 31-23, 8-point lead now for the Thunder. Here comes Jokic up the left sideline. Less than 5 minutes to go in the first half. He has it inside the arc against the backup. Top of the key over to Gordon. Back over to Jokic. One-on-one, shoots right over. Jumper won't go. Rebound tipped by Westbrook, grabbed by Gordon. Gordon has it on the high post, throws out of it over to Christian Brown. Now back over to Jokic. Jokic has the basketball on his right hip, goes to his left side, spins at the dotted line, kick out three, Westbrook. Good! And there we go. Denver's first three-pointer of the day. They're down by 5. Jalen Williams, a starter, has it over to the backup. Throws it in the corner. He goes to the left hand. Back over to Jalen Williams, the backup. Throws it to Jalen Williams, the starter. He goes to the right hand, leans in. Bank shot is up and in. 33-26, 7-point lead here for the Thunder. 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Denver 1 of 17 from downtown. Thunder 1 of 16. Throws it off over to Jokic on the elbow. Jokic guarded by Jalen Williams, the backup. Throws it to a cutter. Gordon, wraparound pass to Westbrook, and he saved it from going out of bounds right off the legs of Holmgren. I don't know how he hit those legs of Chet Holmgren. It's not easy to do. But it'll be Denver basketball underneath, 2 on the shot clock. Inbound to Jokic in a 3. Air ball. Rebound down to Holmgren. Outlet pass off over to SGA. Murray going to come back in for Denver. Alexander goes to the right hand, shoots over Christian. That jump shot won't go. Rebound comes down to Gordon. Long outlet pass over to Christian. One man to beat. He goes to the rack, leans in, layup. Good! Nuggets are within 5. Timeout called by Oklahoma City. 3:22 left to go in the first half on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Brett Kane.
Hey Nuggets Nation, happy Mother's Day. It's Brett Kane. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 4. And what we're looking at in this series after today, you can find out all about tomorrow morning at 6. We get into this game, talk about Game 5 on Tuesday, and it's right here on the home of the Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game today. React with us all day tomorrow. It begins at 6 in the morning with Brett Kane on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Denver, that feeling, the energy, the excitement, the hard work, and the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger.
Let's it fly!
Mile High Playoffs are back.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Hey basketball fans, ready to score some cash back? Tip off your shopping trips with the Ibotta app and get cash back on groceries and more. Start with Ibotta to find offers at hundreds of your favorite retailers, from grocery and home improvement to sporting goods and apparel. Then shop as usual in-store or online. The average saver earns over $100 per year. Download the free app and start earning cash back today. Ibotta. Cash back made easy. Ibotta is a proud sponsor of the Denver Nuggets.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/2/25.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Hey, game, single game tickets for round 2 are on sale now at Nuggets.com. Lock in your seat and bring the energy this postseason. Also, today's Nuggets game is brought to you by your local Colorado Buick GMC dealers. Nuggets are down a nickel here, 33-28. In one of the most, how did we put this? Interesting, odd playoff games I've ever seen. High right side is Alexander. Alexander, left side over to Jalen Williams, the starter. Jumper misses for 3. Rebound comes down to Oklahoma City. Back over to SGA. Now three-pointer by Dort. That one's no good. Rebound off the legs of Hartenstein and out of bounds. That'll be Denver basketball. I mean, this is squirrely. Both teams 1 of 18 now from downtown. Denver's sole three-pointer came from Russell Westbrook, who has the basketball now for the Nuggets. He has it up the left sideline. He's guarded out there by Caruso. Throws it on the right side over to Jokic. Head fake on the 3. Hartenstein doesn't bite. Now he goes to the left hand. Kick out Westbrook. Back over to Jokic. Jokic at the nail. Shoots over Hartenstein. Jumper's no good. Denver shooting 16% from the floor. Yet only down by 5. Kick out 3, Caruso. Good. It's their second three-pointer of the afternoon. Nuggets are down by 8, 36-28. And here comes Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it up the right sideline. He's guarded by Jalen Williams, the starter. He throws it at the point over to Murray. Murray picks up his dribble in the corner over to Westbrook. Back over to Murray, guarded by Lou Dort. Gets a pick from Jokic. Couple of dribbles here by Murray. Now he drives in on Dort. Spin move. Jumper. Got fouled. No whistle. Missed the shot. Rebound down to the Thunder. SGA has it on the high left side for 3. That one's off the back and no good. Rebound comes down to Aaron Gordon. Nuggets need a bucket to get to 30. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. Gordon has it on the left side. He'll take a 3. Yes! 36-31. Denver down by 5. High right side is Jalen Williams. He puts it on the floor against Jokic. Tough, 2. Jumper's no good. Rebound down to Christian Brown. Nuggets are on the go. Shovel pass off over to Gordon. Gordon throws it in the corner. Westbrook 3. That one's off the back, no good. Rebound tipped by Jokic. That one misses, and the loose ball comes down to Hartenstein. Outlet pass off over to SGA. He has it at the midcourt circle. Throws it on the right side to Caruso. He'll take another 3. Got it again. Just like in game 1. I don't know how you pound your chest and do the 3-finger thing when your posse is 3 of 21 from downtown. I guess maybe because you hit 2 in a row. Inside the arc is Jokic. Jokic back on the right side. Gordon 3. Missed that one short. Rebound swatted around and grabbed by Hartenstein. Nuggets are down by 8, less than a minute to go in the first half. Nuggets on pace to score 62 points tonight. 78 is the pace right now for the Thunder. Crossover move, SGA, he's in the paint, runs into Jokic, got the bucket, and that'll be a foul on Joker. Outside official calls it. Take a look at the replay here. There's nothing there. Same referee. Referee number 2. I mean, SGA just runs right into Jokic and falls down. It's unbelievable. Two free throws here for SGA. That should be a delay of game warning against Hartenstein. He just left the free throw lane. And 1 free throw's on the way, and that one's up and in. Bonus point there for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Inbound over to Jokic. Jokic has it across the timeline. You hurry, you go 2 for 1. He got fouled. Jumper good. And he got it on SGA. They're not going to give him the shot. Oh, goodness. So supposedly when and one, it'll be 2 free throws for Joker. And as we've had in every single playoff game so far this year, the refs use suck chant has come to Ball Arena. Free throw number 1 for Joker's up and in. One more free throw here for Jokic. Mark Bertinelli has a halftime show coming up here in a moment. Second free throw is on the way, and that one is good. Now a whistle, delay a game warning against Denver. Difference between game and shot clock, 8 seconds, so one would think here the Thunder will wind this thing down. SGA has it, right side over to Holmgren. Now in the corner to Williams, puts it on the floor, jump pass to Dort, corner 3, Caruso. Missed that one. Goes over the backboard and out of bounds. Michael Porter Jr. going to come back in for Denver. Shot clock is turned off. Jalen Williams, the backup, going to come in for the Thunder. And Denver will go the length of the floor here with 19 seconds to go. Best case scenario, Denver hits a 3 and they're down by a half a dozen while shooting 19% from the floor and 2 of 21 from downtown. Murray has it at the midcourt circle. 10 seconds left to go here in the first half. High pick there from Gordon. 7. He goes to the right hand, horns up action. 4. Jokic has it at the point. Head fake, steps into a long 2. Got it! 0.1 seconds left to go, and that'll be it at halftime. Jokic up and under from the three-point line, threw that thing on a frozen rope. Denver has scored 35 points in the first half, yet they're only down by 7. This is insanity. We'll take a timeout. My main man, Mark Bertinelli, has the halftime show. Coming up next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
Stolen by Denver. Nuggets have the numbers 3-on-1. Murray, Brown, layup, good!
Nuggets halftime is next on the Altitude Radio Network.
Be aggressive, and I got your back.
Looking for some fun and excitement day or night? Grab those crazy friends and family and head up to Central City. Explore miles of mountain bike trails, a craft brewery, a new Asian restaurant, shops and galleries too. Celebrate the perks of adulthood Central City style with hundreds of slots, table games, sports books, live entertainment, and bars open 24/7. You can even grab a hotel room too. Take the quick, easy, scenic Central City Parkway, I-70 to exit 243. Your 4 lanes to fun.
Consistently delivering context around Colorado's most important stories. With journalism built on accuracy and fairness. Alexandra Lewis, Kyle Clark, Kim Christensen. Experienced and working to earn your trust every weeknight. Plus, a reliable look ahead of the weather from 9 News Weather Impact Team Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin. End your day with the team on 9 News at 9 and 10.
Third-generation Colorado native Jeff Roten knows what the IBEW has given him. 35 years of safe work and good wages and benefits. He's met and worked with so many sisters and brothers who've become lifelong friends. Jeff has been enjoying his retirement the last 8 years, doing all the things we all dream about.
I'm Jeff Roten. I am the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW. Come join us.
Go online at IBEW68.com.
Breaking news coming in from Bet360 area Bet365. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado. T&Cs apply.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
Denver's on a little bit of a roll here.
This is your Denver Nuggets halftime show.
Murray 3. Yeah!
Presented by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
The Nuggets halftime show is brought to you by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible. Welcome. I'm Mark Bertinelli, coming to you live from Section 260 here at Ball Arena in downtown Denver, Colorado. And at the half of Game 4 of the second round series, The Thunder lead the Nuggets 42-36 in some of the worst offensive basketball I've seen ever. That was a crazy first half. Nuggets are shooting 21% from the field, 13% from three. OKC ain't doing much better. They're shooting 34% from the 34% from the field and 13% from three, as we got ourselves a low-scoring affair here in the Mile High City. Coming up here at halftime, I'll tell you about everything else that's going on in the world of sports. The Rockies are in action right down the street at Coors Field. We got some NBA playoff games later tonight and some NHL playoff games as well. First, though, let's check out the highlights from the first half of this game. Denver Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder meeting in a pivotal Game 4. Either the Thunder even up the series and make it a best of three, or the Nuggets push the Thunder to the brink of elimination by taking a 3-1 series lead with a win here tonight. So, first quarter, what happened? I'll tell you what happened. The Nuggets couldn't make a shot. The Nuggets couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. The Nuggets shot 9% from the field in the first quarter. I was just happy anytime they made a bucket like this.
High right side is Aaron Gordon. Take the ball to the hole. Gordon has it on the elbow. Throws out of it on top to Murray. Murray, long stride in the paint, up and under. Left-handed layup is good, and we're tied up at 7 points apiece. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Williams right side over to Lou Dort. He'll take a three. That one's good. That's the first three-pointer of the basketball game. 1 of 14 combined are the two teams.
Yeah, the Nuggets went 0 of 14 from three in the first quarter, and the Nuggets made 2 shots. That's it. 12 minutes of basketball, and they made 2 shots. Here's proof of that.
Somebody look up the lowest quarter scoring in NBA history. Three-pointer Watson. That's another air ball. Denver's third on three-pointers in the first quarter. Back the other way comes SGA. He has it between the rings, guarded by Jamal Murray. Whips it in the corner over to Wallace. Wallace, the paint down low to Holmgren. Holmgren on the elbow with 9 on the clock. Charges against Jokic again. Fadeaway jump shot. That one misses. Rebound down 2. Case and Wallace put it up and in. Denver couldn't get the rebound. Nuggets are down 14-7.
That was late. That was late in the first quarter. Nuggets were 2 of 22 from the field in the first quarter. 0 of 14 from three. They shoot 9%, and the Nuggets have their lowest scoring playoff quarter ever. 8 points is what they scored in the first quarter. And the Thunder had a 17-8 lead over Denver after the first quarter, which is an insane score. That is the lowest combined first quarter in NBA playoff history. The two teams there at 17-8. So let's go to the second quarter, and it can't possibly be as bad as the first quarter, right? Here is Nikola Jokic.
Joe dribbles through the lane. He's guarded by Porter. He attacks the paint again. Throws it baseline. Holmgren jumper. Good. Tough bucket there. 13-point lead for the Thunder. We have a timeout coming next whistle. At the midcourt circle is Jamal Murray. Murray goes to the left hand. He's inside the arc. Throws it to Jokic in the paint. Floater. Good. Boy, now whenever the Nuggets score a bucket, I'm just so pleasantly surprised. 29-19. Denver down by 10.
Yeah, it's kind of a shock. It was that the Nuggets went long stretches without any points, although so did OKC. And here's a little Russell Westbrook for you.
31-23, 8-point lead now for the Thunder. Here comes Jokic up the left sideline. Less than 5 minutes to go in the first half. He has it inside the arc against the backup. Top of the key over to Gordon. Back over to Jokic. One-on-one, shoots right over. Jumper won't go. Rebound tipped by Westbrook, grabbed by Gordon. Gordon has it on the high post, throws out of it over to Christian Brown. Now back over to Jokic. Jokic has the basketball on his right hip, goes to his left side, spins at the dotted line, kick out three, Westbrook. Good! And there we go. Denver's first three-pointer of the day. They're down by 5.
Yeah, it's weird. The Nuggets are 3 of 22 from 3 in the first half. The Thunder are 3 of 22 from 3 in the first half. And maybe the biggest shot of the first half for Denver was this one.
Murray has it at the midcourt circle. 10 seconds left to go here in the first half. High pick there from Gordon. 7. He goes to the right hand, horns up action. 4. Jokic has it at the point. Head fake, steps into a long 2. Got it! .1 seconds left to go, and that'll be it at halftime. Jokic up and under from the three-point line, threw that thing on a frozen rope. Denver scored 35 points in the first half, yet they're only down by 7. This is insanity.
Yeah, it's a weird game. Joker's got 11 points. Christian's got 11 points, but that's the majority of the points the Nuggets scored in the first half as the Thunder have the 42-36 advantage. Your Nuggets halftime show is presented by Intermountain Healthcare. We'll roll on after a break on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
This is your Denver Nuggets halftime show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Presented by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets fans, gear up at Altitude Authentics in Ball Arena Monday through Saturday, noon to 5, or online at altitudeauthentics.com for the best variety of Nuggets jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more.
Yes, he's looking confident tonight.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Wendy's has this new Cajun Crunch chicken sandwich. And to be honest, I'm kind of crushing hard on this Sammy. It's packed with bold Cajun flavors and topped with crispy onions for a satisfying crunch. All on Wendy's iconic spicy chicken sandwich. It's honestly kind of my dream sandwich. I hope it likes me back. For a sandwich you'll love, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Denver Nuggets. And we're wishing a happy Mother's Day to all the moms in Nuggets Nation. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 4 on the radio. And this week is going to be a busy one on Altitude Sports Radio. We're going to have a lot to say about this weekend's games. And as always, we know you're going to have a lot to say as well. So let's get into it. It all starts tomorrow at 6 in the morning with Brett Kane on the home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hey Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai. With Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Nuggets Nation. 2025-26 season ticket memberships are available now. Benefits include playoff priority and exclusive events. Don't miss out. Join today.
This is your Denver Nuggets halftime show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Presented by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network is brought to you by Ball Corporation. All in for the Nuggets, aluminum, all in. Welcome back. The Oklahoma City Thunder with the 42-36 lead over Denver at the half. We have ourselves a very low-scoring game tonight. Remember, Game 2, the Thunder had 44 more points than they do right now at half, right? Didn't they score 87 at halftime? Something like that in game number 2. Let's go ahead and tell you what's happening around the world of sports. The Scoreboard is presented by Red Dot Casino, Blackhawks' oldest and friendliest casino. There is one other NBA playoff game tonight. Here in about 3 hours, they'll tip it off in Indiana between the Cavs and the Pacers. The Pacers won both games in Cleveland, and then Cleveland won the first game in Indiana. Right now, the Pacers lead that series 2-1. Yesterday in the NBA, the Celtics beat the Knicks at Madison Square Garden, 115-93. The Knicks lead that series 2-1, so the road team has won in every game in that series. And the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Warriors in San Francisco. The Timberwolves get a 102-97 win in that one, and Minnesota leads that series 2-1. In the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, 2 games tonight. Stars and Jets are going on right now. This is game 3 of that series. The series is tied up at a game apiece. And Dallas has just scored to take a 1-0 lead over Winnipeg as Mikko Rantanen found Roope Hintz, who buried it. The Maple Leafs and Panthers will play later tonight. That series is a 2-1 lead for Toronto. And in Major League Baseball, after losing 21-0 last night to the Padres, the Rockies have a 6-1 lead over San Diego in the bottom of the 7th. Your Nuggets halftime show is presented by Intermountain Healthcare. Denver trails OKC 42-36 at the half. Jason Kosmiski with the second half next, right here on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2025 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or HR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Denver. That feeling. The energy. The excitement. The hard work. And the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger. Mile High playoffs are back.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
We're going to set it off with this. Let's go.
All up in your face. Come back again. Come back again.
It's time for the second half.
Now there's some life in this building.
Here's the voice of the Denver Nuggets, Jason Kosmiski.
All right, pick it up, Blue. Come on.
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
All right, we're going to put a positive spin on this game here. You have seen probably the best half of defensive performance by both teams combined in playoff history. Now, I kind of say that with tongue-in-cheek, but seriously, the defenses have been good. But let's be honest here, nobody can make a shot either. Denver's down by 6 points, and if you're just tuning in, you're going to love this. The Nuggets are 8 of 38 shooting the basketball. What'd the big fella say? 8 of 38, and they are 3 of 22 from downtown. Yet they're only down by 6. Why? Well, because the Thunder are shooting it much better at 34%, and they are 3 of 22 from downtown. So both teams combined 6 of 44 from beyond the arc. Nuggets are getting beat on the boards 32-23, and Denver getting outscored in points off of turnovers 9-3. So let's see what the second half brings here in game number 4. SGA has it inside the arc, throws it in the paint over to Hartenstein, stripped out of his hands by Porter. In a steal. Loose ball comes down to Jokic. Jokic has it at the point. Hands it off over to Michael Porter Jr. He goes to the left hand, throws it back over to Joker. Joker straddles the three-point line. Squares up, he surveys the floor, puts it on the floor against Hartenstein, 10-footer. Missed it, and the rebound comes down to Holmgren. Outlet pass off over to SGA. SGA, stutter step and a drive, flop again, layup no good. He just runs into people and gets rewarded by that all the time, every single time. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up here for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In the first half, he was 5 of 11 shooting. He had 6 free throws in the first half. Leading scorer in the game at 15. Free throw number 1 is up and no good. And when the postseason is all said and done with, I hope that the NBA competition committee, or whatever they call themselves nowadays, takes a look at that. Because I think that puts defenders at just an impossible situation when somebody just runs right into you and takes a shot. You didn't do anything. He just runs right into you every single time. That's a foul on the defender, and I just don't think that that's fair. And I'm not just saying that on that play. I just mean like in life. Backdoor cut. Porter dunked it with the right hand. What a pass by Aaron Gordon. Nuggets are down by 5, 43-38. SGA has it at the point, through the window to Hartenstein. Alley-oop, dunk, Holmgren. 45-38, Nuggets are down by 7. Denver's not led in this basketball game. High left side is Jokic. Jokic has it up the left wing. He's guarded out there by Hartenstein. Throws it inside the arc over to Gordon. AG guarded by Holmgren. Hands it off over to Jokic. In a three. Money! 2 threes in a row by Joker. 45-44, 45-41. Denver within 4. Jalen Williams has it on the right side, working against Jamal Murray. He gets it to the dotted line. Turnaround jump shots on the way. That one misses. Rebound comes down to Porter. Mike has it, left side over to Murray. Murray gets it across the timeline. He's at the point. Guarded out there by Jalen Williams. He goes to the left hand, slip pick there by Jokic. Murray right to the rim, leans in, missed it, got fouled. That one's going to be on Chet Holmgren. And now 2 free throws coming up here for Jamal Murray. Murray and Jokic. Last game, Murray 27 points, 8 assists. Jokic 20 points, 6 assists. Free throw number 1 here for Murray is on the way. That one's up and in. That's the 31st playoff game all time. And when they each had a 20 and 5. That sets a new NBA record, which was previously held by Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Second free throw is on the way for Jamal. And that one's good. Nuggets are within a bucket, 45-43. Here comes SGA. He has it up the left sideline. Now he's at the point. He's guarded by Christian Brown. He loses the basketball. It's on the floor. He picked it back up. He gets trapped, throws out of it over to Hartenstein. Alley-oop, Chet, dunk, right-handed. Gordon's got to be more aware of that one. That's twice that's happened to AG. He's just trying to cheat a little bit too much to the free throw line to get an extra defender out there on SGA, and he's got burned 2 times in a row. High left side is Jokic. Top of the key over to Porter. Lobs it inside the arc over to Aaron Gordon. Left side Jokic, head fake on the 3. He gets to the post, throws out of it over to Murray. Murray back over to Jokic at the mid post. Spins baseline, double team, reverse side layup won't go. Rebound comes down to Hartenstein. Outlet pass off over to Williams. Williams goes coast to coast, knocked out of his hands, and a foul called on Christian Brown. Ooh, looks like he got ball on that one. And that'll be free throws here for Jalen Williams. And Jalen will get a couple of them here. They switched another shot earlier in this sequence from a 3 down to a 2. Free throw by Jalen Williams is on the way. That one is up and in. First 2 games at Denver for him at home. He had 33 total points on 11 of 31 shooting. Last game against them, those are the first 2 games. Last game here in Denver, 32 total points on 11 of 21 shooting. He was a big bright spot last time around here for Jalen Williams. For the Oklahoma City Thunder was Jalen Williams. Second free throw good. Gordon has it inside the arc over to Jokic. Jokic fakes a handoff to Murray. Guarded by Hartenstein. Dribble handoff over to Gordon. Gordon behind the free throw line, gets it over to Christian Brown, takes a 3. Yes! 49-45. Christian Brown dials one in. Nuggets are down by 4. SGA long 2. Jumper short. Rebound. Jokic had it, lost it, picked up by Christian. Crowd sensing Nugget momentum here. Here comes Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it right side of the midcourt circle. Throws it left side over to Murray. Gets a Jokic pick. Murray 3. Let's go! Nuggets are within 1. 49-48. Back the other way comes SGA. He's up the right sideline. He's inside the arc. Cut off by Jokic. Wants to shoot. Can't. Hartenstein in the paint. Behind him to Jalen Williams. Almost an over and back. Williams runs it down. Williams split the defenders. He's in the paint. Hook shot. No good. Rebound down to Gordon. Nuggets get their first lead of the game with the bucket. Murray has it on the high right side. Guarded by Lou Dort. Goes to the left hand. Turns the corner. Whistle and a foul called on Denver. And an illegal pick on Gordon. goodness. Crew chief on that one. Jalen Williams on the inbound over to SGA. Has it at the midcourt circle. He's guarded out there by Christian Brown. David Adelman almost got teed up on that call there, by the way. SGA has it inside the arc. I certainly would have been. Alexander working against Christian Brown, shoves him out of the way, throws it the corner, three-pointer wide open, Dort. Good. You gambled and they made you pay. So good gamble, good shot by Lou Dort. Nuggets are down by 4 again now, 52-48, so they go back to work. Gordon has it across the timeline. He's guarded out there by Chet Holmgren. He throws it inside the arc over to Jokic. Jokic hands it out. Good pick there by Gordon. Another one for Jokic. Jokic drives in on Holmgren. He's in the low block. Head fake, little floater up and in. 52-50. Denver's down by 2. Alexander has it up the right sideline. He throws it in the corner over to Dort. He'll try it from the opposite side. That one misses. Rebound down to Porter. Three-pointer takes the lead for Denver. Murray has it up the left sideline. Gets a good pick from Christian Brown. A better one from Jokic. Murray has it through the window to Jokic. Kick out three. Christian for the lead. Off the back of the rim and no good. Rebound down to Holmgren. He's got Jokic to beat. Loses the basketball. Jokic picked him clean. Back the other way comes Denver. Here's for the lead. Christian. No. Murray. No. He puts it on the floor. Gets in the paint. Throws it to Gordon for the lead. Yeah! Denver leads at 53-52. Timeout, Thunder! We're back in a moment on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wings, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Nuggets. We've been giving away Nuggets tickets all season and all throughout the playoffs. And we're far from done, Nuggets Nation. We want to put you at Ball Arena Thursday for Game 6. Tune in all day tomorrow for the details on how to win. And here's a playoff ticket tip. Put 303-504-0925 on your speed dial so you'll be ready when it's time to text. Nuggets playoff tickets from the home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/2/25.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
At 9 News, our Weather Impact team prioritizes alerting you early and often when disruptive weather comes to Colorado. We explain when severe weather will hit, how it will directly affect your life, and deliver information that keeps you prepared. When we experience any weather that impacts or inconveniences you, we'll issue a Weather Impact Day. Be prepared and stay connected during severe weather with your 9 News Weather Impact team.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets have their first lead of the game. Downstairs we go to Vic Lombardi.
Because I've watched a lot of Nuggets basketball, I do not remember this much communication in the team huddle by the players themselves. Player to player communicating about how to defend, how to come off picks. It's wonderful to see players take ownership in the schemes of a game, and they're doing that right now.
That's a good point, Vic, and that was probably the major change David Adelman made when he took over for Michael Malone. He wanted everyone to have a voice, and I mean everyone, even guys that are in civilian clothes on the Nuggets bench. SGA has it out of the timeout. More communication, the better. That's probably why I got a divorce. Jalen Williams has it in the paint. Jump shots on the way. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Jokic. Denver leads it by 1, 53-52. Jokic leaves it behind him for Gordon. Denver's looking for their big lead of the night. Gordon guarded by Jalen Williams, left side of the midcourt circle. They get Murray off of a curl. Lou Dort gives good chase, though. Murray has it, gets good pick from Jokic. Stutter step and a drive. Murray's at the dotted line. Leans in on Dort. Jump shot, missed it. Got fouled, no whistle. Got his own rebound. Wants to go back up. Gets tied up by Alexander, and it gets knocked out of his hands. Back the other way comes Alexander. We're halfway home in the third quarter, guarded by Jamal Murray. He goes to the left hand. Throws out of it on top over to Dort. Left side, Williams, three. Short and no good. Rebound right to the ground to Hartenstein. Hartenstein, one dribble, looking for somebody to throw it to, and he finds Caruso. Alley-oop broken up by Murray on Jalen Williams. What a defensive play. Murray has it in the front court for three. No, he throws out of it over to Gordon. Gordon has it, down low, Jokic, layup no good. He got fouled, shove in the back on Hartenstein. What a block by Jamal Murray. He read that thing. He saw that thing coming down Broadway. He knew that's exactly what they were going to do, and Murray climbed that ladder on Jalen Williams and tapped that thing away. That's a top 5 defensive play by Jamal Murray in his Nuggets career. Free throw number 1 for Jokic. That one's good. Here comes Jalen Williams, the backup. I really wish he would come in for Jalen Williams, the starter, but that's just not the way life works out. Hartenstein will go out. So just in case you haven't been with us, they have 2 Jalen Williams on this basketball team. One is a starter, the other one's the backup. Second free throw for Jokic is on the way, and that one rattles home. Denver has a 3-point lead in the third quarter. In the front court is Lou Dort. Head fake on the 3, runs into Gordon, dribbled it out of bounds. Great defensive play by Gordon. Inbound goes to Jamal Murray. Murray jogs it across the timeline here for Denver. Hands it off over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon left side to Murray at the midcourt circle. Throws it off over to Jokic, who straddles the 3-point line. Whips it in the corner. Porter 3, go in. Just missed it off the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Jalen Williams. Outlet pass off over to Alexander. Shea has it up the left sideline. He's inside the arc against Porter. They jump him. Throws out of it. Corner 3 on the way by Dort. No good. Rebound down to Porter. Outlet pass off over to Jamal Murray. Russell Westbrook is up and off the bench here for the Nuggets. Murray goes to the left hand for a triple. Buckets. 6-point lead for Denver. Thunder timeout on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Coach Mike Sanford.
Hey Nuggets Nation, happy Mother's Day. It's Coach Mike Sanford from the Morning Sprint, 10 a.m. to noon. Shout out to all these lovely moms. And will the Nuggets be getting their flowers after Game 4? Tomorrow morning at 10, Raj and I will get into it and talk about Game 5 as well, coming up on Tuesday, right here on the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game today. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Denver, that feeling, the energy, the excitement, the hard work, and the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger. Mile High Playoffs are back.
The daughter of an electrical engineer, Leslie Bailey's dad told her that she should learn a trade. Even though she waited until her 40s, she switched careers and became a union electrician. She loves the freedom to travel and work in other states or countries and says the feeling of belonging to something bigger than yourself is amazing.
I'm Leslie Bailey. I am the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW. Come join us.
Go online at IBEW68.com.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers.
Never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. TNCs apply. Available in app only.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Wendy's has this new Cajun Crunch chicken sandwich. And to be honest, I'm kind of crushing hard on this Sammy. It's packed with bold Cajun flavors and topped with crispy onions for a satisfying crunch. All on Wendy's iconic spicy chicken sandwich. It's honestly kind of my dream sandwich. I hope it likes me back. For a sandwich you'll love, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location.
When the game is on the line, you need someone you can trust and rely on. And when you've been seriously injured, you can trust Berg Simpson. The experienced and nationally recognized lawyers at Berg Simpson are ready to fight aggressively for your best possible outcome. We know that legal victories are not given. They are earned through hard work, determination, and commitment to excellence.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets are on a run here. They're up by 6. Downstairs is Vic Lombardi.
Nuggets smelled blood, Kaz. They were 3 of 22 from downtown in the first half. So far in this third quarter, 4 of 6. Coach Adelman's message, stay organized. As long as we're organized, we're fine.
16-3 run by Denver. Nuggets 7 of 12 overall to tack on with that 4-6 from downtown. Nuggets shooting 58% from the floor in the quarter. My, how things have changed. Oh, Murray almost had a backcourt steal. Back the other way is Wiggins. He'll try a 3. Jumper's up and in. 58-55. Nuggets lead up by 3. Inbound goes over to Jokic. Hands it off over to Jamal Murray, and the Nuggets will go to work. Jokic has it at the midcourt circle, guarded by Cason Wallace. He gets a pick there from Jokic. Jumper Murray. That one is no good, and the rebound comes down to Wiggins. That was the right decision, though, because Cason went underneath the screen, so Murray was trying to make him pay. Alexander has it on the wing. Back behind him, Wallace head fake on the 3. Driving a dish. Paul poked away and stolen by Christian Brown. Defense is back, though. Christian Brown has it on the high right side. Throws it on top over to Jokic. Jokic right side to Christian. Bounce pass down low to Gordon. He's in the low block. Wants to go to work here against Cason Wallace. He starts backing him down. He's in the... Got shoved! Jumper missed. That'll be a foul on Cason Wallace. See, now, at this point in the game, I know we don't see a lot of Jokic post-ups in this game because they triple and quadruple team him. But right now, Hartenstein and Holmgren are not on the floor. So this might be an opportunity for Denver to do that. Jokic has it inside the arc. He's guarded by Wiggins. Kick out 3, Westbrook. Missed it off the right-hand side. Rebound tipped by Christian. Loose ball comes down to Wiggins. Jokic tried to force a jump ball. They're going to call a foul on Jokic instead. Yeah, Jokic probably got away with 3 or 4 fouls on that one, so good for him. Inbound goes to Caruso. Caruso has it across the timeline, guarded out there by Jamal Murray. Hard pick there by Jalen Williams. It's the backup Jalen Williams that's in there now. Starters on the bench. High left side is Wiggins. Cross-court pass over to Caruso to 3. That one misses. Rebound. Jokic had it, lost it. Saved by Wiggins, but right out of bounds. Take a look at the rebounding real quick. Nuggets getting out rebounded 39-31, but they're trending in the right direction here. Peyton Watson comes into the game, and Aaron Gordon will get the breather. And here we go. Peyton Watson has the basketball. Throws it off over to Jokic. Jokic has it at the point. Throws it off over to Westbrook. Westbrook guarded by Caruso. Back over to Jokic in a 3. Off the back, no good. Great rebound, Jamal Murray. Murray has it on the high left side. Oh, Jokic down to the floor, down low. They called an offensive foul on Joker. Oh, he just pointed the wrong way. That one's going to be on Jalen Williams. That's the 4th team foul in the quarter against the Thunder. So free throws the rest of the way now for Denver. And here we go. Inbound goes over to Jokic. Jokic goes to the right hand, over to Christian Brown. Brown to the left hand. He's open for three, doesn't shoot it. Jokic will. Money! 6-point lead for Denver, 61-55. Less than 3 to go in the third. Alexander has it at the point. He throws it on the right side over to Wiggins. Wiggins back over to SGA. SGA in the corner. 3 balls on the way by Wallace. Good, nothing but net. Inbound goes over to Jokic. Jokic has it at the midcourt circle. Gets a high pick there from Murray. He goes to the right hand, stops at the wing, on top over to Jamal. Jamal gets a pick from Jokic. This time he fights through the top of it. 3-pointer. Missed it, but there's a foul as Kaysen Wallace was fighting through the top end of that Jokic pick, and that'll be a foul on Wallace. Now, like we told you, Denver's in the bonus, and Jokic will go to the free throw line here. Here comes Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren after the first Joker free throw. Jokic tonight, 20 points, 8 rebounds. Rebounds have been spread out pretty evenly here. Free throw number 1 for Joker's on the way. That one's good. Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Jokic all have 8 rebounds apiece. Now the 2 7-footers are back on the floor for the Thunder. Second free throw here for Jokic. That one's good. Nuggets lead it by 5, 63-58. Here comes SGA. He has it at the point, guarded out there by Christian Brown. He goes to the right hand, dotted line, throws out of it, 3-pointer Wiggins. That one's short. Oh, he hit front of the rim and went back in. That was lucky. Nugget lead down to 2 with less than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jokic has it at the point. Backdoor cut, Murray. Finds another cutter. Watson leans in. Layup no good. He got fouled, and Peyton Watson will go to the free throw line. That's good Nugget basketball cutting right there. Two free throws here for Peyton Watson. Watson, 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Normally better than that in the regular season. Had 7 points in game 3. Free throw number 1 off the back of the rim and no good. In the 2 wins this series for Watson, he's had a total of 4 blocks, 2 in each. In the 1 loss, he had no blocks. Last 5 games, Peyton Watson 6 of 7 on 3-pointers. In his previous 10 playoff games, he was 0 for 4. Missed both free throws. You gotta make those. Focus, man. Back the other way comes SGA. He has it at the midcourt circle. Left side, Wiggins another 3. That one's off the back, no good. Rebound comes down to Jokic. That's his 9th. Outlet pass down low. Watson, layup no good. Dangerous pass by Jokic. Should have probably taken better care of the basketball there. Alexander has it in the paint. Over to Hartenstein. Floater from the baseline won't go. Rebound down to Jokic, and that's a double-double. Back the other way comes Jokic. Jokic has it inside the arc. Throws out of it. Open 3 is Christian. Yes! 5-point lead Denver, 66-61. The free 3 ball finally starting to go down. High left side is Alexander. He throws it cross court over to Holmgren. He'll take a 3. That one's off the back, no good. Rebound spike to the ground. Wiggins in the right place, right time. He put the layup up and in. Nugget lead down to 3 with less than a minute to go. And here comes Jokic. Jokic has it. He gets double teamed immediately. Christian, left side, Westbrook 3. That one's good. 6-point lead for Denver. Now they can go 2 for 1. They have to kill about 10 seconds here off the shot clock. So the Nuggets are looking to stop the Thunder twice and get a bucket in between those 2 stops. Alexander has it against Westbrook. 7 on the clock. He goes to the right hand. He gets tied up. Jump ball, Westbrook played some D. And he throws that little mean bug, that little stank face out to the crowd. If the Thunder win this, they have 3.8 seconds on the shot clock. Tap is run down and out of bounds. Last touched by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He won the tip, but nobody was home. Now the difference between game and shot clock is 2.1 seconds. Massive substitutions here at the end of the quarter. Denver bringing in offense, and the Thunder bringing in defense. Best case scenario, Nuggets hit a 3 and they're up by 9 and get a stop in the final 5 seconds and go up by 9 heading into the fourth. And here we go. Jokic on the inbound over to Jamal Murray. Difference between game and shot clock, 2 seconds. He's left side of the midcourt. They turned the shot clock off. Does anybody not see this? What's going on? Murray has it at the midcourt circle. He goes to the left hand, gets down the lane, leans in, layup blocked. Loose ball comes down to Caruso. 7 seconds left to go. Right side is Dort in a 3. Missed it, tip won't go, and there's the horn. It's an odd way to win this quarter. It's been an odd game. Nuggets outscored the Thunder 33-21 in that third quarter. Denver up by 6, and the fourth and final in game number 4 comes up next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network is brought to you by Central City.
Every morning, we look ahead to what's going to happen with your day.
Our team works relentlessly to make sure we are everywhere for you.
Looking ahead to any potential weather impact days. Traffic updates and breaking news live from the scene to keep you updated. We ask the questions you want asked, and we bring you stories you'll only find on 9 News.
Start with 9 News mornings every day, beginning at 4:30 a.m.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice, not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/2/25.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Denver Nuggets. And we're wishing a happy Mother's Day to all the moms in Nuggets Nation. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 4 on the radio. And this week is going to be a busy one on Altitude Sports Radio. We're going to have a lot to say about this weekend's games. And as always, we know you're going to have a lot to say as well. So let's get into it. It all starts tomorrow at 6 in the morning with Brett Kane on the home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Where does a journey to wellness begin? Do you start looking for diet ideas? Or searching for exercise plans? Actually, you don't have to look far. Just look to the first 2 letters of the word wellness. We means you don't have to figure it out yourself. It means your hopes and challenges are a perfect match for our knowledge and resources. It means anything you want to achieve, together, we can achieve better. Because wellness begins with we. Intermountain Health, the power of we.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Let's go downstairs to Vic Lombardi.
I'll remind you, Kaz, the Nuggets scored 8 whole points in the opening quarter. 8. They just put up 33 in the third. That's because they started hitting the 3 ball. 7 for 11 from downtown. Now finish them.
Thank you, Vic. Start of the fourth quarter here. And it'll be Denver basketball. Inbound goes to Jamal Murray. Murray has it across the timeline. He brings it up the left side. Guarded out there by Cason Wallace. Hands it off over to Westbrook. Westbrook guarded by Wallace. He's at the wing. It's an ISO. Westbrook brings it back out to the three-point line. 6 on the clock here. Pick by Gordon. It's a Westbrook pick and pop. Gordon 3. Missed it short. Rebound Westbrook. Foul on Cason Wallace. Just shoving him out of the way. Find the hottest slots and electronic table game action at Century Casino and Hotel, just 1 mile from Blackhawk and scenic walkable Central City. Welcome to the Winter Zone. That'll be Denver basketball on the side. Nuggets 3 of 22 from downtown in the first half. 7 of 11, like Vic said, in that third quarter. Murray has it at the point. He goes to the left hand, guarded by Hartenstein. Shovel pass down low to Peyton Watson. Watson's in the paint. Head fake, hook shot. Good! Just skied right over his defender to get that one to go. Peyton Watson's been a factor tonight. Denver leads it by 8. This is their big lead of the day. Jalen Williams split the defenders. Alley-oop. Holmgren almost broken up by Watson. Dunked home by Holmgren, but they're going to call a foul on Peyton Watson for an and one. I love that foul by Peyton Watson. That's just going to let Chet go. Chet know that you're not going to or Hartenstein know you're not going to be able to do that with ease whenever you so please. Free throw here for Hartenstein, the former Nugget. And one is good. It found the roll. Nuggets lead it by 5, 71-66. Inbound goes to Westbrook. Again, Jokic on the bench here. And there's a loose ball in Westbrook with a ball poked out of bounds by Caruso. Denver basketball on the side, 18 seconds on the shot clock. And here we go. Peyton Watson lobs it in over to Westbrook, guarded by Caruso. Porter comes off of the screen. He's at the nail, guarded by Hartenstein. Throws it off over to Gordon, gets Jalen Williams. He gets double teamed. Gordon spins away from it. Jump shot. Good! 73-66. Tough shot for AG. Jalen Williams has it up the left sideline. Gets a pick there from Caruso. Right side, it's Wiggins. Back over to Jalen. Left side, it's Cason Wallace 3. That one's good. Nothing but net. He shot it well coming off the bench for the Thunder. With that make, he's 3 of 4. Back the other way is Russell Westbrook. Westbrook has it at the point. He's inside the arc. Gets a moving pick there from Gordon. Dribble handoff over to Jamal Murray. Murray has it at the point. 7 on the clock here against Cason Wallace. Step back 3. Off the back and no good. Rebound poked out by Gordon. Deflected in the backcourt and run down by Peyton Watson. He throws it off over to Jamal Murray. Murray has it at the nail. Whips it over to Gordon. He goes baseline on Caruso. Got fouled and no whistle. Gets his own rebound. Dribbles through trouble. Gotta shoot it. Does for 3. Short, but he hit the rim. Rebound comes down to Caruso. Outlet pass off over to Jalen Williams. Shoves Watson out of the way. Kick out 3. Wiggins. Good! Denver lead down to 1. Timeout Denver, and one would have to believe that Jokic will be back on the floor when we come back in a moment on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Denver, that feeling, the energy, the excitement, the hard work, and the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger. Mile High playoffs are back.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice, not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/2/25.
Headed up the hill for some fun and excitement? In Central City, guests come first. Want to play craps? They'll make room for you at the table. Don't get sports betting? They'll teach you. Like steak? They'll cook it just right. There's lots of casino options too. Call Colorado owned and operated, Asian themed, craft brewery focused, and casino hotels too. So next time you're going up the hill, take the quick and easy drive to Central City, I-70 to exit 243 and the Central City Parkway. Your 4 lanes to fun.
Hey guys, this time of the year you can't help but think about your future. And what does yours look like? Tyler Plum's here for the electricians at International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Step up this year and go for it. Talk with the folks at IBEW about a future that includes a career, benefits, great wages, and a group of people around you that give you support, growth, and a solid future. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW Local 68. Start with the job, end with the career. Go to IBEW68.com for more information.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Nuggets. We've been giving away Nuggets tickets all season and all throughout the playoffs. And we're far from done, Nuggets Nation. We want to put you at Ball Arena Thursday for Game 6. Tune in all day tomorrow for the details on how to win. And here's a playoff ticket tip. Put 303-504-0925 on your speed dial so you'll be ready when it's time to text. Nuggets playoff tickets from the home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
A lot of personal injury lawyers make claims about how good they are. But how do you know who's the best? Who will fight to get you the money you deserve? At Berg Simpson, we don't rely on simple claims like other firms. We have 22 best lawyers in America, 17 super lawyers, and we're one of the National Trial Lawyers' top 25 most influential law firms. Compare us to other firms, then call Berg Simpson.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Hey gang, 2 of your Denver Nuggets hit double-doubles today, so don't forget tomorrow you can go to Wendy's. You get a free 6-piece nugget, crispy or spicy with any purchase, valid tomorrow only. 1 per person in participating Denver Front Range and Colorado Springs Wendy's restaurants. Also, folks, that massive third quarter that the Denver Nuggets had was brought to you by the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cast matured Irish whiskey, Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Denver basketball out of the timeout. It's a 9-0 run here by the Thunder. Jokic has it at the mid-post against Hartenstein. He gets triple teamed, spins away from it. Jump shots on the way and no good. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Gordon. Back to Porter. Head fake and then a sidestep. Nope, throws out of it. Over to Jokic. Jokic has it on the high right side. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Jabs at him twice. Cross-court Christian deep 3. Off the back of the rim and no good. And the rebound comes down to Cason Wallace. Outlet doing all of this without Alexander on the floor. Wiggins has it on the high left side. Top of the key over to Jalen Williams. Williams drives in on Gordon. He gets to the high post. Jump shots on the way and no good. Rebound Christian Brown. Taps it out and grabbed by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook has it coast to coast down low. Porter had a dunk and he bobbled the pass twice and he stepped out of bounds. Man, tough sequence there for Mike. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander back on the floor. Chet Holmgren a little late to the table. He'll come in next available opportunity. And here we go. The inbound goes over to SGA. SGA has it up the right sideline, guarded by Westbrook. Gets a Caruso pick. That'll be a foul on Westbrook, trying to fight through it. And now Holmgren and Hartenstein back on the floor. Here comes Jamal Murray. That's about 3 minutes early for Jamal. And Porter will come out. Michael Porter Jr. tonight, 1 of 6 3-points in the basketball game. And here we go. Cason Wallace looks in, throws it off over to SGA. Back behind him over to Wallace. Wallace steps through the defenders. Bank shot no good. Rebound Hartenstein knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. Last touch by Denver. 14 on the shot clock. Let's go. What are we waiting on? Late substitution allowed. Apparently Holmgren got banged up on that play. And Caruso will come in for Holmgren. He's grabbing like the top of his head. Here we go. Caruso looks in. Inbound goes over to Hartenstein at the three-point line. Hands it off behind him over to SGA. 9 on the shot clock. This to get the lead back from Denver. Right side three-pointers on the way by Wallace. That one's up and in. That's a 12-0 run. Denver down by 2, 75-73. Jokic has it up the left sideline, guarded by Hartenstein. Top of the key over to Murray. Murray lobs it back over to Jokic. Jokic at the mid-post. Gets triple team, throws out of it. Westbrook 3. That one's no good. Rebound swatted out and then grabbed by Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins has it in the front court. Throws back behind him over to Alexander. Alexander dribbles through the free throw lane and back out on top. Now he'll take a 3. That one misses. Rebound swatted by Jokic, grabbed by Gordon. Saved from going out of bounds to Murray. And he tight-roped the end line as well. That was pretty nifty. Murray has it the other way. Nuggets haven't scored in a while. Jamal jump past Christian. Bounce pass back over to Jamal. Jamal guarded by Caruso. He gets a pick there from Jokic. Moves off of that. Jump past Christian and a 3. Missed it. Rebound tipped by Jokic and grabbed by Hartenstein. Denver can't score. We're back to the first quarter again. Just hope it doesn't last as long as it did between the first and second quarters. Denver went 9 minutes without a field goal. On the wing is SGA working against Murray. Flopped for a call and got rewarded again. He just leans into defenders and throws up some grease, and every single time they fall for it. I mean, he just leans into them and just shoots. No wonder he's a league leader in free throw attempts. Free throw number 1 for Alexander. That one is good. And here comes Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams, the backup. So Jalen Williams, the starter, is not out there right now. So when I say Jalen Williams, it's the guy that comes off the bench, not the starter. Second free throw for SGA. That one misses. It's a 13-0 run by the Thunder to lead by 3. Here comes Aaron Gordon. We're in the fourth quarter. Gordon has it at the Ball Arena logo. Throws it on top over to Jokic. Just any kind of a bucket here would be nice. I'd take free throws at this point. Murray has it. Head fake on the 3. Working against Case and Wallace. He gets a pick from Jokic. Moves off of that. Shoots. Passes it to Jokic. Floater in the paint. No good again. Tip won't go. Rebound comes down to Case and Wallace. Back the other way is Wallace. Coast to coast. Layup. No good. Rebound down to Murray. I think Westbrook may have got a fingertip on that one. Murray dribbles behind his back, turns it over. And then Caruso turns it right back over. They're going to call a foul on Westbrook. Third team foul in the quarter against Denver. Slow to get up is Alex Caruso. And that'll be Thunder basketball across the way. And here we go. The inbound goes to SGA. He has it on the high right side. Throws it on the left side over to Holmgren. Guarded by Gordon. Corner 3, Caruso. No good. Rebound. Westbrook tapped it off right to Caruso, and he's fouled on his way to the rim. That one's going to be on Aaron Gordon. Can't believe the call by the crew chief. We got a replay anywhere here? Gordon rarely gets upset, and he is extremely. Here it is. Nothing there. It's a horrible call by the crew chief. No challenges have been used yet. Oh, so bad. Free throw by Caruso. Up and in. Now what's Tony Brothers doing? Second free throw coming up for Caruso. Take longer. That one's short, no good. Rebound to Jamal Murray for Denver. It's a 14-0 run. Back the other way comes Jamal Murray. Denver's got to score here. 14-2, I beg your pardon. Murray has it inside the arc. Jump shots on the way. That one's good. There we go. That gets the lead down to 2, 77-75. And here comes SGA. He has it at the midcourt circle. Splits the defenders, left side over to Holmgren. Right side now is Cason Wallace. Wallace throws in the corner, gets it back down to Holmgren. Layup blocked behind his head by Aaron Gordon, who has the ball for Denver. AG being chased from behind by Wallace, who stripped the basketball and out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. We're over halfway home now in the fourth quarter. Jalen Williams, the starter, going to come back in now. So he will be on the floor with Jalen Williams, the backup. Denver basketball underneath with 19 seconds on the shot clock. And here we go. Jamal Murray inbound over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon throws it behind the free throw line to Jokic. Jokic hands it off over to Murray. Murray guarded by Jalen Williams, the starter. Behind him over to Jokic, 9 on the clock. Jokic goes to the left hand, dips his shoulder, gets fouled on his way to the rim. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up here for Joker. By the way, happy Mother's Day, everybody. Good job on being a mom. Well, for most of you. You know who you are. Nuggets are 2-1 in their history on Mother's Days. Got to get to the second round in order to get that done. Free throw number 1 by Joker rims out. Jokic tonight struggling again shooting the basketball. 5 of 17. From the free throw line, that was his first miss, 10 of 11. He's got 22 points and 10 rebounds. Hartenstein back on the floor. Second free throw here for Jokic. That one's good. Nuggets are down by a point, 77-76. Inbound goes to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has it up the left sideline. He brings it back out over the point. Right side over to Jalen Williams, the starter. Back over to Alexander. Poked away. Ball's loose. Alexander falls on it and gets bailed out by the official, and a foul on Westbrook. It's a 50-50 ball. Both players fall on the ground going for it, and it's a foul on Westbrook. Once again, SGA to the free throw line. This will be his 12th free throw. I mean, it's just a head shaker. Free throw number 1 for him is up and in. He'll have one more. Russell Westbrook has 5 fouls. Second free throw's up and in. 5.5 left to go in this basketball game. Denver's down by 3. Inbound goes to Jokic. Jokic has it at the midcourt circle, guarded by Hartenstein. Hands it off over to Murray, back over to Jokic. Jokic head fake on the 3. Fake the drive on Hartenstein, now goes again. Turnaround jump shot, got fouled, no whistle, made it somehow. How does he not get calls and SGA gets every single call in the book? Back the other way is Jalen Williams. Williams has it in the corner over to Holmgren. Holmgren in the paint, Caruso leans in, layup won't go. Rebound tipped around, guarded by Gordon. Nuggets looking to get the lead back. Murray has it in the corner. Westbrook 3. Air ball. Not even close. Rebound down to Jalen Williams. Outlet pass off over to SGA. SGA has it at the point. He's inside the arc. Drives in on Murray. Jump shots on the way. That one is good. Timeout Denver. Nuggets are down by 3, 81-78. We're back in a moment on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Brett Kane.
Hey Nuggets Nation, happy Mother's Day. It's Brett Kane. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder Game 4. And what we're looking at in this series after today, you can find out all about tomorrow morning at 6. We get into this game, talk about Game 5 on Tuesday, and it's right here on the home of the Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game today. React with us all day tomorrow. It begins at 6 in the morning with Brett Kane on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Denver, that feeling, the energy, the excitement, the hard work, and the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger.
Let's it fly! Yeah!
Mile High playoffs are back.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.99% APR on a 2025 Ridgeline or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Pilot, 2026 Passport, or 2025 CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wings, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
This song doesn't have a name, but if it did, it'd probably be something about togetherness, because it's a collaboration, not between pop stars and producers, but between music therapists and kids. Music therapy is a treatment that doesn't involve medication or needles, and it's been proven to help children manage pain and contribute to faster healing. So it shouldn't surprise you, it's our favorite song. And just one way we partner with you for a life well lived. Intermountain Health, the power of we.
Mile High playoff basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Aaron Gordon has tied his playoff career high with 15 rebounds here tonight in game number 4. That little nugget of the game is brought to you by Redbird Farms Chicken, what real chicken tastes like, available at King Super, City Market, and Safeway. Any rebroadcast of this game is strictly prohibited without the written consent of the Nuggets or the NBA. Berg Simpson injury lawyers remind you that when the game is on the line, call 303-790-2525. If you've been injured, contact Berg Simpson, good lawyers, changing lives. Denver basketball out of the timeout. 5-second count on Christian Brown after the timeout. Oh my goodness. You just can't do that. Just throw it the length of the floor. Now down low is Caruso. Caruso inbound to Alexander. Alexander guarded by Christian Brown. He goes to the right hand. Spin move, wing jump shot. That one's up and in. Tough shot, he got it to go. That's 23 for him in the game. Backcourt pressure being applied by Denver. And here comes Jokic. Nuggets are down by 5. Time to go to work here. Murray has it at the midcourt circle, guarded by Alex Caruso. Throws it on top over to Jokic. Drives in on Hartenstein. Jokic in the paint. Little floaters on the way. That one's no good. Rebound Jokic. Foul on Jokic on the rebound. That's free throws now for the Thunder the rest of the way. This could be a problem. See, folks, here's the deal. Is that I have to believe that the Oklahoma City Thunder fear the Denver Nuggets in clutch minutes, okay? I think that here's what I think they think. I think they think that they're a better team, and I don't disagree. They have more talent of the people playing. But they haven't gone through those last handful of minutes to close out games, and the Nuggets have, and I think that makes them worrisome. But Denver's got to get there. I mean, right now, that's a missed free throw. That's a big miss. Rebound down to Jokic. Right now, Denver's down by 6, but Denver's got to go to work in order to get there. Here comes Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it on the high right side, throws it inside the arc over to Jokic. Jokic hands it off over to Murray. Left side, Christian Brown. Brown back way out on top over to Jamal Murray with 7 on the clock. He dribbles past Caruso, gets in the paint, leans in, layup good. There you go. 84-80. Nuggets Down by 4. Michael Porter Jr. back on the floor for the Nuggets. Jalen Williams has it at the point. That's the starter. The other one's on the bench. High right side is Alexander. That's an illegal pick by Caruso. Williams, 3. That one misses. Rebound down to Jokic again. He split the defenders with the dribble coming back. Both 7-footers. He has it on the left wing. He's guarded by Hartenstein. He takes him right to the rack. Leans in. Tried to dump it off. Throws it away. Gets it back. Puts it on the floor. Got fouled. No whistle. Oh, there it is. Oh, man, if they didn't call that one, I was about ready to lose it. And that'll put Jokic to the free throw line here for 2. And here's the other thing, folks, and this is what probably scares me more than anything. They're going to challenge this, and that'll come with an automatic timeout here for Mike Daigneault. That's the first challenge of the game. We'll bring in Vic Lombardi, who's sitting courtside tonight. And Vic, here's what scares me.
Yes, sir.
As us as Nuggets fans.
A defensive foul was called on Caruso. The play has been challenged by Oklahoma City.
As Nuggets fans, as we all are, in 2 weeks' time, we don't want to be sitting around going, damn, had we just won Game 4 at home.
Exactly right. By the way, they're not going to win this challenge.
No.
Caruso comes in with the left hand and pushes Joker off balance. So winning this challenge, and I'll come up, grab you, and carry you home.
I still owe the fans me walking home, so I gotta get that done before the end of this thing.
That ain't gonna happen. But you're so right. I was listening to you earlier. They're gonna foul. This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna take their chances. Oklahoma City on the ref blowing the whistles here, especially late in this game. It's gonna get more intense and more physical than it was in the first quarter, which was a football game. So prepare for it. Understand it.
And then obviously the key to the key here is that now the Thunder in the bonus, and the Nuggets have 2 more fouls to get there. So you're right, free throws could be a part of this heading down the stretch.
Stay within a possession, and you like the Nuggets' chances. Just stay within that possession, because this is what they do best. We all know this. Oklahoma City knows this. If it gets to that final minute and the Nuggets are within a possession, you like Denver's chances at home.
Yeah, they're 4-2 in those situations, and I just think with such a young team. Now, they're a good team, but, they're young, and there's something to be said about having that playoff pedigree. And, the Thunder will look back on this someday and go, man, remember how young we were? But if they keep this core together, they're a force to be reckoned with for years to come.
Yeah, I agree. And David Adelman said, listen, we were young once as well. You have to grow up. You have to get scars in the NBA playoffs. It's one of those playoff runs where you have to face adversity to climb the mountaintop. This is adversity for OKC. Let's see if they can overcome it. We know the Nuggets have.
Absolutely. Thank you, Vic. They're still taking a long look at this replay, probably longer than what Vic and I thought they would. And let's see if this challenge is successful or not. Again, the challenge is a foul on Caruso. We've watched this replay 12 times. He clearly has his left hand on Jokic's hip, but we'll find out. You never know with these guys. So here's the call by the referee.
After review, there is contact with the hand with the push, also contact to the knee on the play. Therefore, the challenge is unsuccessful. There will be 2 shots for Jokic plus possession of the ball. Oklahoma City will lose their timeout and the ability to challenge the rest of the game.
How do you get 2 free throws for Jokic plus possession of the ball? I mean, that'd be sweet if that was actually true. Nuggets will get 2 free throws from Jokic and possession of the ball. Christian Brown going to come back in after the first free throw here by Jokic. And here we go. No good. Nuggets got to make the free throws down the stretch here. Nuggets have missed 6. So have the Thunder. Now you just got to make it. Is to make it a 1-possession game. That one's no good. He missed them both. That's not a good sign. Now a bucket. We're not at that time yet, but man, this is getting down to it. High right side is Alexander. He goes to the left hand. Jalen Williams catch and go in the paint. Leans in, layup good. Denver's afraid to foul these guys. 86-80. Denver's down by 6. Here comes Jokic. Jokic has it on the high right side. He goes to the left hand. He's inside the arc. Guarded by Hartenstein. Throws out of it over to Jamal Murray. Murray gets a pick from Jokic, moves off of that, loops it over to Jokic for head fake on the 3. Got fouled by Jalen Williams on the floor. That helps This will be the 4th team foul in the quarter against the Thunder. So OKC, just much like Denver did in the third quarter, lost that advantage at the free throw line. Denver basketball on the side, shot clock at 14 seconds, less than 3 minutes to go. Inbound goes to Jamal Murray. Murray throws it off on top over to Jokic. Jokic faked the handoff over to Jamal. He'll take a three. Missed it, rebound Gordon, wants to go back up, got fouled, and he will go to the free throw line. Well, these are big free throws. You can't do what Jokic just did. You got to make these bad boys. Denver's bench getting outscored 35-8. Missed it again. That's 3 misses in a row. Second free throw coming up for Aaron Gordon. That one's good. 86-81. And here comes Jalen Williams. 2.5 minutes left to go in game number 4 in Denver. Has it on the right side over to Alexander. He goes to the left hand, split the defenders, gets down the lane, wide open layup again. They get right to the rim. Inbound goes to Jokic. At some point, Nuggets, they got to get stops and buckets. We're getting to that point. Gordon has it on the high right side. Hands it off over to Jamal Murray. It's going to be a two-man game with Jokic. Murray turns the corner. He goes to the left hand. Jump past the corner, Christian. Big three ball. That one's no good again. Rebound down to Holmgren, and this one's starting to slip away from Denver. Nuggets are down by 7. Three-pointer gives them a double-digit lead with less than 2 minutes to go. Alexander has it. Got to get a stop here. Takes a three. That one's short, no good. Rebound Holmgren. Holmgren caught underneath the rim, throws out of it to Caruso. Back on top over to Alexander. Nuggets are running out of time. Alexander has it at the point. 4 on the shot clock. Here's another three. That one's no good. Rebound down to Michael Porter Jr. You have to score. You're down by 7. 90 seconds to go. Gordon crossover move on Holmgren. Gets to the paint, hands it off to Jokic. Layup good. 88-83. Denver needs a stop. They can get it down to about 104 and still get a good shot off with this possession right here. Williams has it at the midcourt circle. Denver's got to get a stop. If they get a bucket, you lose the game. Alexander lost it out of bounds. Tried to flop for a call. No way, Jose. Turns it over, dribbled off of his leg. Back the other way comes Denver, down by 5. You need a bucket here to make it a one-possession game. Inbound goes to Jamal Murray. This could be the entire series, these next 60 seconds. Murray gets a good pick from Christian Brown. He's on the high left side. Here comes Jokic with another pick. Murray goes to the left hand, guarded by Hartenstein. This has Caruso guarding Jokic. Murray gets down to the wing, throws in the paint to Porter. Fade away, rims out. Michael Porter Jr. 1 for 7. Back the other way comes Alexander. And Denver had to score on that possession there, folks. Alexander has it on the high right side. He gets down the lane, goes through it with 7 on the clock. 35 seconds left to go in game number 4. Alexander, head fake on the 3, takes a long 2. Missed it, rebound down to Jokic, got to hurry. Timeout called by Denver with 28 seconds to go. We're back in 60 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Nuggets. We've been giving away Nuggets tickets all season and all throughout the playoffs. And we're far from done, Nuggets Nation. We want to put you at Ball Arena Thursday for Game 6. Tune in all day tomorrow for the details on how to win. And here's a playoff ticket tip. Put 303-504-0925 on your speed dial so you'll be ready when it's time to text. Nuggets playoff tickets from the home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 has Brett Kane at 6 in the morning. Mosier, Lombardi, and Kane 7 to 10.
The Nuggets are not in this position right now if not for Russell Westbrook.
The morning sprint with Coach and Raj from 10 to noon.
This series screams Nikola Jokic legacy series.
PhD noon to 3. Kreckman and Lindahl from 3 to 6.
You have to be aggressive and take more free throws than them in this series. I think the Nuggets can do that.
Followed by The Blitz. All Denver sports. All day. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder. on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Thunder are pulling the Nuggets on the Nuggets. They've outscored Denver here at home 25-14 in this fourth quarter. They have a 5-point lead, and this is a must-score for the Denver Nuggets. There's a slim chance the Nuggets can still win this thing, but if you don't score here, folks, this basketball game's over. Jokic throws it in over to Aaron Gordon, guarded by Chet Holmgren. Now Murray. Murray at the point, takes a three. Air ball that goes out of bounds, and that'll probably do it. Denver down by 5. Shot clock is turned off with 21 seconds to go, and the Oklahoma City Thunder have forced a game number 6. Timeout first for the Oklahoma City Thunder with 21.2 seconds to go. And we'll bring back in Vic Lombardi here. And Vic, Denver had to score on that possession right there.
No doubt. 25-14, as you mentioned. The fourth quarter almost resembles the first quarter, where lights out on the jumpers. They just couldn't find them. They brought Michael Porter back in to try and spark something, but he couldn't hit that mid-range. And right now it's tough to come by because OKC knows the only thing the Nuggets can do is hit threes. And the threes aren't there. They're extending their defense. This looks tough, man. Hey, OKC deserves some credit because they were told they can't win close games. Well, they're going to win a close game at this rate.
Yeah, it's been an ugly game. I mean, you know, if you tell somebody, hey, it was a playoff game, the Nuggets shot 31% from the floor and 25% from downtown, that guy's going to go, well, how many did they lose by, 20 or 25? But Oklahoma City hasn't been blowing the doors off the barn either. They're 36% from the floor and 26% from downtown. And I always say, Vic, every game has different personalities, and this one was just a defensive struggle the entire way.
A defensive struggle, and both teams look fatigued. You know, I'm not going to blame this entirely on one team being more fatigued than the other, but at the end of the day, the jumpers just were not falling. The legs were not there in the fourth quarter. They led by 6 going into the fourth quarter.
Right, and then that, what was that, a 14-2 run. It'll be Oklahoma City basketball on the side. Shot clock is turned off. Denver's going to have to steal or foul, preferably steal. Inbound to Jalen Williams. Fouled from behind. That's on Westbrook. He's done. On Westbrook, and he's fouled out of the basketball game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up here for Jalen Williams. And that'll bring Michael Porter Jr. back on the floor here for Denver. You need one of those Rodney Roger plays where he scored like 3 3-pointers in 9 seconds. Or was it 9 points in 3 seconds? Free throw number 1 by Jalen is up and in, 89-83. Hartenstein going to come back in. And the second free throw here for Jalen Williams. And that one's good. Timeout called now by David Adelman. We'll come back and close it out for you in 60 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Nuggets. We've been giving away Nuggets tickets all season and all throughout the playoffs. And we're far from done, Nuggets Nation. We want to put you at Ball Arena Thursday for Game 6. Tune in all day tomorrow for the details on how to win. And here's a playoff ticket tip. Put 303-504-0925 on your speed dial so you'll be ready when it's time to text. Nuggets playoff tickets from the home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Coach Mike Sanford.
Hey, Nuggets Nation. Happy Mother's Day. It's Coach Mike Sanford from the Morning Sprint, 10 a.m. to noon. Shout out to all these lovely moms. And will the Nuggets be getting their flowers after Game 4? Tomorrow morning at 10, Raj and I will get into it and talk about Game 5 as well coming up on Tuesday, right here on the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game today. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
20 seconds left to go in this basketball game. Denver will lose it. 90-83 is the score. Fans are headed for the exits at Ball Arena. Inbound goes to Jamal Murray. Behind the back inside the arc to Gordon. Gordon Steps back behind the three-point line, taking way too long here. 10 left to go in the game. Stripped out of his hands by Alex Caruso, and a foul called on Caruso. And that'll put Gordon to the free throw line. He could challenge this. Oh, wait, no, they lost their challenge. So Gordon to the free throw line here for Denver. If he makes the first one, that'd make it 90-84. Misses the second one on purpose. Get the rebound and hit a three. That would be 90-87. Steal the inbound pass. Free throw number one is no good. Was he fouled on a three or a two? No, he's just fouled. He wasn't shooting. Oh, it is. He did get fouled on a three. Second free throw coming up here for Gordon. I think Daignault will call another timeout. Second free throw is on the way. That one is up and in. And now this one you got to miss on purpose. It's 90-84. You need a miss, a rebound, and a three in 8.8 seconds. Lane violation. They're going to call it on Hartenstein. Watch him do a jump ball. Oh my God. Jump ball. Can't decide. It's comical. So that will, I mean, it was over anyway, but this will really make it over. Hartenstein against Jokic. Tap controlled by Denver. Gordon across the timeline, and he'll take a three right at the horn here. That one banked up and in with 1.6 seconds to go. Denver down by three. It's a one-possession game, and now a timeout called by Oklahoma City, so hang on. We'll bring back Vic Lombardi. Vic, it's fun, but in all honesty, it's about impossible to win or even to force overtime. I don't think Vic's on headset. So we'll just keep it here anyway. 90-87 is the score. 1.6 seconds left. Of course, Aaron Gordon banks one in. But with 1.6 seconds left to go, Denver has to steal. That's it. That's really the only thing you can do. Timeouts remaining. Both teams have 0. So if you don't get a steal, the game's over. It's got to be a bang-bang play. You have to steal and hit a three to force overtime. You can't foul, because if they make one, it's over. Then on top of that, you're out of timeouts, and you're going to have to bring it up the length of the floor. So Denver breaks the huddle with Jokic, Brown, Murray, Gordon, and Michael Porter Jr. Now, the only other thing that could happen here would be a 5-second count against the Oklahoma City Thunder. So if that happens, then we really have life here. Here comes Caruso. Caruso looks in. Inbound over to Jalen Williams, and there's a foul with Christian Brown, and 1 second left, and one free throw will put this game to bed. Well, we will for sure have a Game 6 in Denver, folks, so we got that to look forward to. It'd be awesome if that was a closeout game. But once again, the Nuggets will have to go back down to Oklahoma City. See what happens in game number 5. One free throw and it's over. First one's on the way. That one's good, and that'll be the ball game. Nuggets are down by 4 with 1 second left to go and no timeouts. Second free throw is up and in. 1 second left from Denver. Jokic from 75 feet is no good at the horn. And that'll do it in game number 4. The Nuggets score combined points of 26 in quarters number 1 and 4 and lose this thing at home 92-87. The best of 7 series is all square at 2 games apiece. We'll take a timeout, and my main man, Mark Bertinoli, has the postgame show. Coming up next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Oh my goodness!
Can't tell you how big that bucket was.
This has been Denver Nuggets basketball with Jason Kosmiski. Coming up, highlights, coaches, and player interviews on the Denver Nuggets postgame on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Coach Mike Sanford.
Hey, Nuggets Nation. Happy Mother's Day. It's Coach Mike Sanford from the Morning Sprint, 10 a.m. to noon. Shout out to all these lovely moms. And will the Nuggets be getting their flowers after Game 4? Tomorrow morning at 10, Raj and I will get into it and talk about Game 5 as well coming up on Tuesday, right here on the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game today. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
There's the horn. Nuggets Nation, game's over. We've seen the alley-oops, the assists, the clutch three-pointers. The Nuggets left it all on the floor. Now it's your turn to close out strong. When you recycle your aluminum cans, you score big for sustainability. Let's celebrate together and go all in for a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball.